I'm gonna do is call 205.
Did it work? I think that worked. My God. You would think I hadn't done this before. Jeez. Apologies, viewer. Apologies. It is 8 minutes late than what I wanted. It's my
I'm
fault.
not playing.
I,
I'm not
uh,
playing,
for
man.
some
I don't
reason,
get nothing
forgot
about
what my
nothing what
settings
y'all
were to go
doing over there.
live. So I came here a moment ago and I had a blank screen, which is not fun. Nobody wants to have a blank screen, right? Um. So anyway, guys, welcome to
So how about this? I'm gonna tell you
2021.
what I want, but I'm gonna get
We made
something
it,
back.
right? We're all here safely. We're all here, hopefully, having a good time. Oh
You can't
gosh,
believe
that
that
was
shit. You believe in Santa
really.
Claus.
I don't get
You know, bro, what is
embarrassed
wrong
per
with you, man?
se, but I didn't enjoy that. That wasn't cool because I had a complete brain fart over that. Anyway, this is a reading for 2021. Anybody who comes here
Look,
today,
excuse me when I
live
hear
with
me
me
when I talk
today
about
on the
the research
channel,
might come out here.
you will get yourself a
I'm
reading
just
if you
bullshitting,
want
bro.
one. Is this private? No, maybe.
Because I'm a Watergated. This
Ah,
is especially
did I
because
make
I
this
didn't want to come out
private?
here threatening and saying stuff. I'm a Watergated.
Might
It's not
have.
going to be,
I did.
it's going to be on Watergate.
Ah, boy. So let's try that again. Oh my god, that was so funny. All right, so
In
hopefully that cuts in.
2021, if you don't
That's
have a
not good.
Watergate,
This is not a good
don't
way to
believe
start the
you.
new year, I gotta tell you.
And
It's not fun.
today is the first. In
It's not
2021,
fun.
you don't have a Watergate. I don't believe you.
There you go. I
Only
think
in a
that's correct.
Watergate.
Yeah. Wow. What a. So let's start that again. The past 2 minutes or so, for those who might be watching this on repeat, I apologize. Lots of technical difficulties getting this reading started. Um, for some reason, I forgot what my settings were when I went live,
I ain't
so
never
I
been sweet.
totally set up the
Whatever.
wrong camera.
You
I
got
put the wrong
you
input in, and that's
everybody.
why it was like a blank screen when I first came here. It
That's
was
why
like,
cellular phone number so much.
anyway, Happy New Year,
Why?
guys. Happy New Year's to everybody. Wherever you are in the world, friends, I hope you're safe, happy, healthy, and secure at this time. Wow. Yeah, what a way to start off the year. With a little bit of a fumble there, a little bit of a fumble. Anyway, guys, this is a reading for anyone who shows up, but we're actually going to do it.
I done done it.
The structure will be I'm
I
going
done
to
done it
do
already.
each individual sign. So starting with Aries, ending with Pisces, go around the wheel. We're going to do what's leaving
Okay, okay.
2020. What do you need to let go of in 2020? What needs to be left behind so that you can progress? And then what's going to come to you that hopefully is helpful for you,
So I'm
or
a Watergate. That's
maybe
why I
it's
got
just
a
something that you're
Watergate.
going to have to face
I ain't go to sleep
along the
without the
journey throughout the
Watergate. I
year.
don't even care,
It's
but he was out there and I
something I
did
did for
shit.
myself.
Cause I ain't got no Watergate right
It
here.
was
I'm
a
like
very
the
good reading, the
Watergate.
one that I did for myself.
The
So I
Watergate.
wanted to replicate
In
that for you guys.
2020, you talking about
So we're
you
going to
send
do
me
that
something
today.
else.
And if any
Please
person
shoot
is
us
here
today. I
today,
don't
no
know how
matter your
you all day.
sign, no matter what you believe in or
2021,
don't believe in, no
first.
matter if you're a
This
fan of
is
mine or not, if
wrong.
you happen to stumble
Y'all
upon
do
this
you kill me,
this
kill
live and
whatever.
you want to get
Add a Watergate. If you
a
don't
question
got a
answered by
Watergate,
me
I don't
through tarot,
believe.
please go ahead and type it in the chat box. I'm without a mod today, so I got to monitor the chat myself. But I don't think it would be that much of a problem, okay? And if you are in the chat, please say hello. I love talking with you guys. I love to see who's here. And, let me know how your year has started out. How was your New Year's Eve?
Don't lie, man.
Mine was fun.
So if you kill
I
me, it's
uh,
a Watergate. If I kill
I
you,
spent it with a
I ain't
group
gonna
of
say nothing.
friends,
Don't let a Watergate
and we had a
happen.
virtual game night, which was a lot of fun. And that went until about 2:30 in the morning, so that was pretty cool. I'm a gamer, so I'm into that kind of thing. It only would have been better if we could, of course, been in person. But let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, we're going to go around the zodiac wheel, starting with Aries.
I think I heard
Ah,
my key around
Moon
here.
Goddess, what's up? Thank you so much. I let her go today. I let her go out today. Uh, she will not be like that forever. I got to tell you, because it needs a better shape. I gotta go back to my girl. I gotta go back to my hairstylist, and I gotta get like a better shape. But thank you so much. So let's start with Aries. Like I said, we're going to do two sides of the reading. We're going to go what is Aries needing to leave behind, what is coming in for Aries, all that kind of stuff. You had a vision board making party on Zoom. Yours was much more productive. That's so far you win what was good about New Year's Eve. I was totally not manifesting anything. I was just sitting there played silly games with my friends, talking all kinds of shit. It was great. But hopefully, Moon Goddess, wherever you are, you're good and you had a good time. You don't have to tell me everything, but I'm curious what you put on your board this year. You have to let me know. All right, so for Aries, we're going to see what is leaving Aries. What does Aries need to leave behind? Courtesy of 2020, what is no longer helping Aries at this time? We'll see some Oracle messages from the Rebel deck, and then we're going to pull some tarot on either side, and then we'll finish out with the Oracle postcard. It's going to be fun. I hope it'll be fun. So let's see what Aries needs to leave behind out of 2020. And again, guys, if you have a specific question about 2021 for you, or if you'd want to know about your career, your love life, your family life, if it's just a general area, I'll pull a couple cards for you in between doing all the zodiacs, okay? So for Aries, what are they leaving behind in 2020? Okay, that's 2. That's funny. I saw that earlier. So shit is going down with your job, and you're the shit. So, that's like a Joker card. So we're gonna pull another one, my bad. But the first one was shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. All right, Aries. So that's your first one. So don't let go of you're the shit. Keep that one around. That was like the little advertising insert because it looks just like these. So that's why I didn't recognize it. What else does Aries need to leave behind in 2020? So, some of you, like it says, walking away, thank you, from a job, maybe even getting promoted or just leaving your industry. And then you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. So self-doubt, okay, Aries? So shit's gone down at your job. Might need to walk away from it or change industries. Maybe level up a little bit. Maybe, you're working for peanuts or you're not being valued the right way. And then shit is stirring in your mind. It's not leaving your mind. So this feeling of self-doubt needs to go. Not... There, I'm trying to feel what that was. Is it like a matter of confidence, self-confidence, self-esteem? Maybe some of you have some knockbacks, or maybe relative to your job, you don't feel confident. Maybe some of you don't feel confident in your job, something like that, okay? So let's see what else is going on for Aries. What do they need to leave behind out of 2020? Judgment, absolutely. Judging yourself, or being in a situation where you're judged. Yeah, a lot of criticism going on here. So, judgment. This is the Page of Swords. No, King of Swords. No. My bad. Knight of Swords. No, Page of Swords, girl. And the Empress. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied over that. So maybe some of you are a little tongue-tied at this time. Or out of 2020, there was a little bit of a knock to your confidence. The Empress she has her back to us, right? So, that fell down a little bit. My bad. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you, it's been a transitionary period, a period of reevaluation, perhaps, with the Judgment card. But, and somewhere in here, there's a lot of criticism. And it seems like it could be self-created, since the Empress is a card that talks to us about self-creation or self-perception or belief in self-sustainability of the self, but her back is turned. So you might not be in the best headspace in terms of knowing what you're worth and what you're needing to cultivate and all that kind of stuff. So leave all this self-doubt behind, walk away from, because I'm getting through with the Judgment card. Some of you might need to walk away from certain relationships or certain connections that don't serve you. Judgment, secondary major for Scorpio. Empress, secondary major for Taurus and Libra. Those signs could apply to you. They don't have to. Air sign is here as well with the Knight of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, I don't like this. This is like weighing you down, if this is a person or a situation, a job, something like that, it's not conducive to you and you should like really let it go in some form or fashion. Of course, don't quit a job without having something lined up. That's not smart. All right, so we're going to choose one of these decks, the Psychic Heart or Psychic Tarot of the Heart or the Archangel deck. Let's do Archangel for you guys. So let's see what 2021 is bringing in for you guys. What does Aries have to look forward to in 2021? Yeah, that's self-doubt. And for some of you, it's like people around you who want to hold you back. They're not interested in seeing you prosper. Knight of Swords in the middle there. They could be like critical of you, or like they think they're smarter than you. Could be something like that. What's coming in for Aries in 2021? Let's see what's coming in for you guys in 2021, please. 1, 2. Well, the deck is upright. So, the Moon, all right. And 10 of Ariel in reverse. So, Moon, major arcana for Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces or on the cusp of Pisces, since that's the sign that precedes you. And then the, what is it? 10 of Ariel. 10 of Ariel in reverse, aka the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So, for some of you, that job transition might lead to a little bit of a setback with your money. But I don't know. I feel like this Moon is kind of saying, perhaps you have a fear, because I'm talking, it seems to be a fear or something dark enshrouded about this connection to your money, your stability, right? So there could be concern over if you do walk away from the job, not to say that you should, but if you do, or there's tension at the job, or your job is somehow, or however you make money, however you sustain yourself, it doesn't have to be specifically a job, could be a relationship, something like that. But whatever gives you stability, gives you a foundation, I feel you're not as emotionally aware, attached. No, not attached. Attached is right. It's like you feel bound to it, stuck to it. There's that word, obligated to it. And so it's kind of like this feeling, Aries, where you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you stay, you'll remain emotionally distraught. You might remain feeling undervalued there at this job or in this relationship. In the family dynamic, also 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It could just be a family dynamic. Excuse me. And so you feel like if I stay here, I'm just going to remain shrouded and clouded and confused. But if I leave, I have no idea what's ahead of me. I have no idea what's coming, right? So I feel what needs to go, like we said, was that self-judgment or lack of self-confidence. And in its place, I think you will have to make a certain decision, because the Moon is really that Piscean energy of, there's something to do, but you hesitate. Or there's something to do, but you can't see all the pieces all at once, right? So you might need to you might need to sit in some uncomfortable energy for a minute before you can actually get out of it. Ooh, I not conceived of, but I thought about this the other day. And I don't do it, but I've seen people do it. You know how when you like dive into a pool or into, off of a cliff into some water or something like that? You're essentially saying, I'm going to go swimming, but I'm going to dive into the water instead of like walk into the water, right? And what happens is you become submerged, right? Your body breaks the surface of the water, and for a minute, you're underwater, and you're not drowning, but you're certainly not in a place where people can actually do anything. Humans are not made to live underwater. We live above water. But for a few seconds, you go beneath the surface of the water and you could become disoriented. Again, I've never done it, but I'm assuming water could go into your lungs and all this stuff. It could be a bad experience, but eventually you'll break back up to the top of the water. So that's what this feels like. For a moment, possibly during a transition between changing jobs, moving homes, moving away from people, moving away from a family home, something like that. There's going to be a moment of uncertainty with the moon card. I would be cautious to be that afraid of it or that reluctant to do this just because for a moment there's going to be that I'm underwater. You're going to break back up. Air comes back into your lungs. You can go swim in the ocean or swim in the pool, do what you want to do, right? All right, Aries, so that's what's coming in. Some type of change that you initially don't really want to do. But it's probably for your best interest, you know what I mean? All right, so there's a couple people in the room. Hi there, how are you? If you guys are just joining, this is going to be a round the wheel reading. If you are here just to watch, that's cool. But if you have a question, you can type it into the box wherever it is on your device, and I will answer your question regarding what you want to know about 2021. Do you have a specific question about what's ahead for you in 2021? Do you want just a general overcast for an area of your life during 2021? Let me know. Or if you're just here to sit back and relax and chill and watch, that's totally cool too. But of course, I like a little conversation. So if you guys want to share some things about, what you're looking forward to in 2021, what you did over the New Year holiday, which was yesterday. I explained to Moon Goddess earlier, I was playing video games yesterday with my friends in like a virtual party type area. That was great. Personally, I'm looking forward to progress in 2021. I'm setting small goals for myself, and hopefully I'm able to knock them out the park. Well, let's move on, and we're going to do Taurus following Aries. So for Tauruses, if you're here, shout yourselves out. Hello, fellow fixed signs. Let's see for Taurus what needs to leave. What do they need to leave behind in 2020? What needs to go? Oh, you know what I didn't do? Shit. To be fair, timeout. I totally forgot. That's so bad. But that's, because I don't go live often enough. Let me quickly get an oracle card for Aries. I'm doing the most for you guys. I'm doing like a real in-depth read for most of you, for all of you signs. So let's get an oracle card for Aries. I apologize, you guys. Message from the postcard deck. Postcards from Spirit for Aries, please. Okay. Not much of a shuffle. Maybe they knew. They were like, you forgot. So, dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. This isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that shows up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. Judgment. Judgment came out earlier. By the way, you will always get another chance. Judgment. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded, but super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Okay, so I feel like Judgment applied to that. You had the one oracle card from the Rebel deck talking about, there's a certain feeling that you can't shake. And then that analogy that I gave you guys about diving into water and temporarily being submerged, but then eventually you break back up through the surface of the water. There was a reason I had to come back and do that oracle card for you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and move on again to Taurus. What does Taurus need to leave behind in 2020? Good, thank you. 1. Stop fucking whining. Nobody likes a whiner. I'm kidding. I don't really know what you guys would be whining about. So, stop fucking whining, and U equals tight ass. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. That would be very important to a Taurus. Not getting laid? Oh no. Tauruses don't like that. Tauruses want to get laid, don't they? All right. So let's see what else with the tarot deck is leaving for Tauruses in 2020. What is Taurus leaving behind? Show me with the tarot, please. Oh, that's good. That was quick. That was also quick. All right. So 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Okay. Yeah. So this side of the 4 of Pentacles and that side of the 4 of Pentacles and this side of the 2 of Wands. I feel like Taurus with this 4 of Pentacles showing this side. It's like you've ignored yourself. It's like you've ignored yourself. You've ignored what you can do to better your own situation. Perhaps you've been expecting other people to show up for you when you haven't shown up for yourself. Like, I feel this person is like looking out over a kingdom or a gathering of people and is like looking for someone to kind of, even though there's no people in that card, it's like looking for someone to stand out in a crowd and sort of be like a rescuer, like save me kind of energy. No, Taurus, no. That's not usually good for us, you know. If you're a true individual, you don't need anyone else. But I feel this is like a needing, and matched with that 2 of Wands, it's like, really, you've been looking. So some of you, maybe you've been hardcore looking for a partner in terms of romance, in terms of business, what have you, in terms of friendship. It does not matter. And no, that's been a waste of time. Like, no offense, and granted, I know the struggle, okay? So don't think I'm like standing on some high cliff telling you what to do from some place of authority. But this is a waste of time because, number one, your cards were giving me the snarky rebel cards were giving me this idea that, Taurus, you're really like, everything is external to you. You're not looking at yourself. So you need to look at yourself a little bit more, because the 2 of Wands is interested in traveling. The 2 of Wands is interested in progress. And no, not right now. I think you need to work on some self-improvement or leave this, you know, external vision and emphasis on other people behind external situations. And most likely, Taurus, it would be more beneficial for you to turn that interest, that line of sight on yourself. Okay? Let's do the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. All right. So this is going to be what's coming in for you guys in 2021. What's coming in for Tauruses in 2021? Please show me. Of course, as soon as I start this reading, I get hungry. Of course, that's what's going to happen. Anyway, what's coming in for Taurus 2021? Perfect. Perfect. Who said, why are y'all saying perfect? They're like, perfect. It's coming in for Taurus in 2021. 2021 for Taurus. Show me. Stop. Thank you. Oh, then 2 came out. That was good. That was good. Taurus, you've got 5 feeling alone and 2 coming together. So you've got the 2 of Cups and, don't blink, the 5 of Pentacles. There we go. So what's coming in, I think, for you guys, hopefully is that partnership that many of you have been seeking. Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Five of Cups is definitely some kind of loss or significant change in your life, right? Fives equal change, fives equal challenges, and all that good stuff. Maybe some of you are going on a retreat because on this card, what is it? This woman is like seemingly walking towards this cabin. So, as I suspected, you guys need to do some inner work. It might feel super conflicted. Yeah, I feel like you're really sad if you do this. Not to say the action makes you sad. It's that you have to do it. The fact that you have to be on this path, the fact that you have to do this kind of exploration. In terms of this being related to Pentacles, some of you, it might involve a financial loss or a challenge to your finances. And so that's what you don't like. You don't like that you had to do this. So you may be paying a significant debt, or you have lost something. Like they keep giving me this motion, like whacking something away, dismissed. Oh, maybe you were dismissed. Were you fired? That's not cool. But somehow it attaches to the Two of Pentacles, you know? So Taurus, out of some type of loss or some type of difficulty, challenge, maybe a little bit of a grieving, maybe for a few of you, a little bit of a grieving. I feel again, she's like traveling to this cabin. So after you're alone for a minute, in the dumps for a minute, maybe again going on some type of retreat, seeking some type of counsel. You know, the Five of Pentacles, excuse me. It's not without hope. You just have to sort of realign yourself or refocus, okay? And then the Two of Cups with it. Now, I know Taurus, you know, ruled by Venus, big old hearts. You guys are usually looking for a romantic partnership, but I got to tell you, for some of you, this Two of Cups, it has nothing to do with romance. This is just going to be a wonderful friend to you. I don't think it's anyone that you know deeply right now, okay? I feel like this is someone that is newish or brand new to you in 2021. I feel friend. I feel colleague. In some of your senses, this is like someone who counsels you, right? Because look at, again, there's like an older gentleman there, right? And then the person who's with them looks like a child or like a younger person, okay? So this could be someone who counsels you, who sponsors you, who mentors you. Five of Pentacles, I guess, can be related to depression. So I feel what's coming towards you, Taurus, in 2021 is a significant relationship, is a significant partnership that's going to help you navigate away from, number one, what we said in 2020, externalizing everything or focusing on other things besides yourself for your, quote unquote, salvation, for your happiness, for your contentment. Being satisfied with, for those who don't want to be, single. If you struggle to be single, no matter how long you have been, I think this is going to be the year where you become comfortable with being single, whether you want to or not. So let's get you an oracle card, and then we're going to move on. Oracle card for Taurus for 2021. What is the message for them that they can carry with them going forward throughout the year 2021? Message for Taurus, please. And I said the word perfect before those two cards came out, so maybe you or this other person are going to view the other one as perfect. I'm not a fan of that word, but, you know, I know how other people can conceive of things. So if that is someone that you've known or that you come into knowing and you're like, oh my God, he or she is so perfect, that might be them. Okay. Oracle card for Taurus, please, for 2021. Dear you, you are in such good shape right now that we're all doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where this is all going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter. Please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know you have a huge cheering section over here? Okay. So there is that intention way back here with the Two of Wands to, get to something better. But you really, like it said, you have to kind of work on co-creating. And so maybe that's where your externalizing energy needs to be properly filtered, Taurus, instead of with external people, maybe the external powers or powers that be, the divine, God, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, okay? Let us move on. If anybody here in the chat has a specific question for 2021, feel free to ask it in the chat and I'll answer it for you. But until then, we're going to move on to Gemini. So, what is Gemini leaving behind for 2020? Oh, Gemini, you had an interesting year. Like, just the vibe I had doing a lot of readings for 2020. I was like, what is going on with Geminis? But maybe that wasn't for you. I don't know. But let's see. Geminis, 2021, what are they leaving behind? What are the oracles that pertain to what they need to leave behind in 2020? Ooh. That almost fell all the way off the table. We don't want that. All right. One more? Okay, thank you. They're like, one more. Don't do that. All right. So for Gemini, what do they need to leave behind in 2020? That one? Okay. Ooh. Well, that's probably good. One more, please. Right there. All right, so the first one was, you are loved. And the second one is, stop sleeping so damn much. You are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. And then stop sleeping so much. Wake up. You are missing some cool shit. Okay. So Gemini, it seems like you're resting on your laurels a little bit, being a little bit of a lazy duck, lazy goose, lazy squirrel, I don't know. Stop sleeping so damn much and you are loved. Let's get some further information on that. What else does Gemini need to know about leaving behind in 2020? What they need to leave behind in 2020? What else do they need to know? What they need to leave behind in 2020? Oh, shit. All right. Yeesh. So King of Swords and the... Oh, that was the Page of Swords. My bad. So who was that for earlier? It was for Aries. My bad. So this is the Knight of Swords. I apologize. Anyway, so also, Gemini, you need to leave behind this Knight of Swords and this King of Swords. I think you've been kind of, no offense, irrational. Or you're dealing with people who are like this, okay? It's a general collective. So I'm going to address it as if the zodiac sign is the person, but anything that I mentioned, which I guess I've neglected for the previous two signs, It can also pertain to other people. Okay, it doesn't have to be specifically for the zodiac that I'm addressing at the moment. But there's something about abrasive energy, possibly being petty. Gotta be honest. Possibly being petty, and then turning your back on another person, or this is like really combative and aggressive. And I feel like I'm tired. I don't want to talk about this or talk about these people or engage with this energy. This is tiresome. This is boring. This is, low level petty bullshit. And I don't want to be involved in it. So this is your attitude, or this is someone's attitude towards you, and it needs to go. This is non-productive. This is like talk, 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 talk. Argue, argue, argue. Like a lot of useless debating and conversations that don't go anywhere. This King of Swords with his back to us, he's not fully engaged. So his power is sort of wasted. It's like a bunch of hot air. No action. Or the action is too impulsive. The action is too quick. The action isn't well thought out. This is a mismatch. Or, okay, so maybe that's it. Maybe you're like, maybe some of you are not acting in your own best interest. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You are engaging in situations and conversations and all this stuff that doesn't get you anywhere. This is not. It's not. It's not progressive. It's not helpful to anybody. It's really a waste. It's wasted energy. But I think possibly someone thinks they're doing a good job of things. Like, it's one of those things where someone might say, well, because I said the last piece in the conversation, I spoke the last words. That means I quote unquote won the conversation. Like, that's how someone is thinking. Very small-minded, very petty. Okay. And again, Gemini, that could be you, but in some cases that's someone you're dealing with. Maybe you are friends with, in a relationship with, related to a fellow Gemini, and that's them. So boo, 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 boo. Don't like it. All right, let's see what's coming up for Gemini in 2021. What's coming up for Gemini in 2021? Let's see. See, and as soon as I stop talking about it, I feel fine. But engaging in that energy for like the moment or two I was there, not a fan. Not really digging what was going on there. All right, so what's coming in for Gemini in 2021? Easy people. Is that 3 or is that 4? Nope, it's 4. We're not going to do 4, but we'll pick one of these 3. How about that? We're not going to do 4. Would be no. Of these 3 for Gemini, please show me. That one. Okay. Yes, thank you. So, 2 of Pentacles and Shine. Ooh, Judgment, right? Yeah. Or no, Star. My bad. So 2 of Pentacles and the Star card. 2 of Pentacles can sometimes talk about fine balance, can talk about needing to make decisions. But the fact that it says on the bottom there, find balance, that's very important to you guys, or very important to your progress in the situation that we were just talking about, or overall, Gemini, is finding balance. You're a sign of duality, so that can sometimes, I think, for some, let me see, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, yeah, the signs of duality, finding balance is basically marrying your 2 polarities, right? So in your case, good twin, bad twin, big old quotations on that, and finding the balance between those 2 things. Yes. And I say it can be difficult because for me, when I think about the signs of duality, I think like those sides don't readily integrate. They might be conceived of or felt in very separate ways. Whereas non-dual signs, kind of, it's more like a pendulum. It's more connected in some type of way. So for you, there might be a deep disconnection, Gemini, in the multiple parts of yourself, or you could feel detached from situations and people around you. Pentacles, something in your physical life. This could have been a boss situation back here that we were talking about that needs to go away, or whatever the hell that was. And then shine with this. Not yeah.
Here you go. Here you go. You already know. So.
It's some type of absolute change. Like, again, the Two of Pentacles is a decision point. And you basically have to decide to give over to a more positive outlook, to partnering with or seeing yourself in this type of light. For some of you, it's a person that comes across your path or that you know already who can help you sort of release or finally decide which way to go. For a lot of you, this is work you have to do for yourself. I got to be honest. It's unlike Taurus, because they had something about partnership a moment ago. Yours is a little less about another person and more about yourself. You need to find balance, strike a partnership with yourself, integrate with yourself. You might be very disjointed, discombobulated coming out of 2020. Many of us are, right? But this integration with self, I think, is imperative. And you have to choose that. Two of Pentacles. You have to choose to prioritize yourself, make yourself healthier, be more aligned with something, feel happier, feel healthier, something like that. You have to distinctly choose it, Gemini. Interesting. So let's get you an oracle card, and then we will move on. Oracle for Gemini in 2021. There's an oracle message for Gemini in 2021. What they need to know to carry them forward into 2021. What's Gemini need to know moving forward into 2021? Thank you. All right. Since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built, yes? A good solid foundation, yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from some solid base, whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general sight check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. Okay. So maybe that's the integration part that I found. Maybe some of you are not able to sustain yourselves at this time because it talked about having a solid foundation, right? So maybe you're dependent on people at this time. Maybe you're not in the greatest financial situation at this time. And yeah, so just getting to a more solid base for yourself and then being able to build on that foundation, okay? Gemini, that is what's going on for you guys coming into 2021. Good luck with it. Let's move on to who's next? Cancer. Hi, Cancers. How's it going? All right. What's Cancer leaving behind in 2020? What's the oracle message that they need to leave? What's the oracle message of what they need to leave behind in 2020? Oracle message for Cancer, what they need to leave behind in 2020. fucking apologize. That's what it says. One more for Cancers, please. What do they need to leave behind in 2020? It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. All right, so fucking apologize and it's dark, you can't see a fucking thing. Seriously, just do it with the apology card and get your head out of your ass pronto. All right, so looks like you're going to have to suck it up, Cancer, and build some bridges and stop being so, up your own. Interesting. Let's clarify those messages with the tarot for Cancer, please. Let's clarify those messages for Cancer, please. Very curious about this apology because I'm like, do Cancers not apologize? I guess sometimes they can be a little stubborn about it, maybe. All right, so for Cancer, let's see. Let's clarify that. Okay, 1 and 2. Yeah. All right. So again, I'm gonna say this again because I don't say it enough. Some of you, I'm addressing this as Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. This is what you're doing. It's still a general reading. It's still a collective reading. This could be what you need from other people, or what is being left behind in 2020 regarding another person. So, 7 of Swords that way, and the Ace of Swords this way.
Yo, Blizz, I heard you with 20 keys, man. They boys keying up in Philly, man.
Okay.
You know the deal, man.
Well,
I think you down in New Jersey.
I think
2021 to you, man. I heard you can pick
bad deeds, lies, manipulation, all that shit, gotta leave it in the past. If you made a habit out of that, Cancer, stop it. Stop that shit. Seven of Swords is like very, it's self-created, it's manipulative, strange word, but they want me to say it's vile, okay? Maybe that's some of you, that's how you perceive of it, or someone is perceiving your actions as being vile. That's a little bit of a stretch. But again, that's not for, I'm not a part of this. So I really get like family, friends, continual deception throughout 2020, like being confronted more than once and being asked, listen, just tell me the truth. And someone neglected to do it. Somebody was just like, even if they said, okay, well, this is the truth, that was a lie. And then it is found out later. Well, when I asked you, were you telling me the truth? And you said, yes, I was, or whatever you told me. And then I found out sometime later that that was still a lie. There's still this like a lie upon a lie upon a lie. It keeps building. It keeps going and going and going. And someone refuses to, I don't want to say give into the truth, but there's something about facing the truth in the light of day that someone is just resistant to. They have no interest in doing that. And that's a problem, because if it's you, lying to other people is just lying to yourself. And if it's someone that you're dealing with, that's intolerable. Who wants to deal with crap like that, you know? So Cancer, no more lies, no more manipulation from you or other people. It's just donezo. Be done with that. They're like very hardcore, like stop that. If it's another person, if it's a relationship, a friend, a family member, someone you're in love with, someone you're in a relationship with, whatever, that's gotta go. That's stupid. Because it's this continual getting caught and a continual, cycle of apologies. And it's interesting that the Oracle card says fucking apologize. So maybe someone isn't apologizing. Like dead ass is caught red-handed saying a bunch of crap or doing a bunch of crap that is a lie, but then never owns it. That's a problem. That's gotta go. Accountability. Oh, it's so sexy. It's so appealing. Accountability, right? And so whoever that is or whatever that situation is has no accountability. And so that's the problem, okay? So let's get some tarot cards on what's coming in for Cancer in 2021. What's coming in for you guys in 2021? coming in for Cancers, all right?
Alright, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, a side shuffle of this deck? All right. It worked. They were like, turn it on the side. Do it that way. Oh, they're funny sometimes. Okay, for Cancer, please. Let's see some information for them. What's coming in 2021? That's it. Okay. Two cards kind of were slanted out. So let's see what they were. Page of Raphael and the Eight of Ariel. Ooh. So the Page of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. And it's not going to focus? Come on. Come on now. Whatever. Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Page of Cups can be an apology. I would say don't hold your breath there on that Cancer. And if someone's dealing with you, they're going to hold their breath. I feel if this is an apology, on the other side, there's work being done. So this could be you and the other person. I distinctly feel that there is someone else in 2020 that either needs to be left behind or needs to be left alone for a minute, if not behind completely, like donezo. Got to take a break from it. Got to allow them or you to like get some space, get some air, you know? And the Page of Raphael, again, the Page of Cups, I feel is like growing, like trying to grow up. Water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be dealing with another water sign. You don't have to be. And then the Eight of Ariel, that working hard, studying, as we see on the card, cracking a book open, learning some things. This could be two people on two different levels at this time in 2021. If you were in a relationship with this person, if you are friends with this person, if you have some type of tie to them beyond just being socially tied to each other like a business, I don't see that you're going to really see much movement there. Pages, not much to really hedge your bets on. You know, it's not a very well-developed person or mature person, okay? They're not ready, is basically it. They're not ready. Even if they're grown as hell, even if they're like 55 years old, this person, whether it be you or whoever, is not grown. Even though by age they are, their energy, their spirit, not grown. So they have a lot to really learn, wake up to, like I said earlier, become accountable for. But the Page of Water, Page of Cups, whatever, same difference, is very wishy-washy. The Eight of Ariel, whoever that is, it could be you, could be the other person, much more solid, much more geared into the practical, taking care of those physical needs. So money's right, health is right, okay? The home is good, car is inspected and insured, and all the things that need to be done. Like really tending to this 3D physical life. And somehow, because this is the Archangel deck, right? So purposely, the guides want you to know in both situations, because again, they're throughout the entire deck, there are angels, guides, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, looking out in this situation, specific to the two people, okay? So you've got your guides, they've got theirs, and you both kind of just have to do things separately right now. Whether or not that means you'll ever be friends again, you'll ever connect again. But for now, let it be. You know, you might want to apologize or they might want to apologize, but let's not hold our breath on any apologies that are not here, that are not being offered without asking for it. That's part of the sincerity or part of the problem is someone doesn't apologize unless they're told that they should apologize. That ain't grown people behavior, by the way. Anyway, let's get an oracle card for Cancer. Let's see what's going on for you guys. What's the oracle message for Cancer regarding 2021 for them? What is the oracle message for Cancers, please? Where are we at? About an hour in, not too bad. Only slightly halfway behind, or behind the halfway point. Virgo is the halfway point. All right. Oracle message for Cancer. Show me. This room smells so sagey. I love it. All right, Cancer. There is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. I'm here for this. Hey, Amir Kobia, thank you so much for showing up. You're early. I thought you weren't done till 3:30. Early bird. Anyway, Cancer. Yeah, this affirms this. You and this person have to walk separate paths at this time. You cannot do for them what they won't do for themselves, and they can't do for you what you won't do for yourself. Okay? So this is talking about, your own magic, your own divinity, basically, and having conviction, belief, and understanding of your own capabilities, your own authenticity. That's great. I'm here for that. For the moment, screw this person. Maybe even forever. And it's not to say like they're terrible. It's not to say that you guys can't be friends or you can't ever be connected in some type of way. But what you want from them and what they want from you is not really meshing, okay? Thank you, Cancer. Hopefully that helps you guys and gives you a little bit of insight. Oh, Amir, you're typing a lot. Let me see what you're saying. Oh, it got canceled. Oh, really? That's interesting. Wonder why that is. You'll have to tell me about it later. All right, so it's time for Leo's. All right, Leo, let's go. What are you leaving behind in 2020? According to the Rebel deck, according to this set of cards, what does Leo need to let go of, leave behind in 2020? Let's get some messages for Leo, please. Last one, thank you. It kind of skidded out. If it's meant to come out, I will allow it, but I think that one said stop talking. Fair enough. All right, for Leo, what needs to be left behind in 2020? Did that flip? No. Okay. Oh. Leo, get over yourself. Pull your shit together. Facts. Absolute facts. And you look like a shit show. Correct. That's so funny. All right, so for Leo, get over yourself, pull your shit together, and you look like a shit show. Help people. Give back. Do good shit for humanity. And you're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. Listen, Leo, it's been a rough 2020, right? Can't always be looking your best. Can't always be belle of the ball. But that feels like, some Leos a little bit, put the ego on the bench, sideline the ego for a minute, go do some good shit for other people. when you do good things for other people, you inevitably are doing something good for yourself, is sort of the feeling there. So if you feel like crap, do something good for somebody else, and then eventually it'll make you feel better, you know? Or, yeah, it's like sort of like a chain reaction or something. Doing good things for other people, being available for other people, supporting other people, somehow comes back to you. All right, so let's use, thank you, the tarot and get some further information for Leo, please. What does Leo need to leave behind in 2020? There it is. Oh, 2 of them. That's, my guides are doing such a good thing today. All right, so we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. I think, Leo, you have been sitting on something for a minute, because this is the vice versa side. This is the vice versa tarot deck. I guess I should have said that earlier. So this is the vice versa side of the Knight of Pentacles that we're not used to. And I feel, Leo, it's giving me this vibe that you've been looking at something forever. You've been studying something. You've been wondering, pondering something, planning something for a long time. And over here, is again that vice versa side with the Ace of Pentacles. I think other people are waiting on you. So if you've been stalling on something, putting something off, delaying something, procrastinating on something, oh, thank you, Amir. I don't agree, but thank you. It needs a better shape. Go ahead. Yeah, I feel like you've been waiting on yourself or delaying something, again, procrastinating, dragging your feet, running options, getting information. Like you've been really dragging your feet on something, and other people might be watching you, waiting for you, asking about how's it going, Leo? When's this going to happen? And you're like, I'm working on it. And literally he's working on it. It's not like he doesn't have the hammer and the chisel in his hand. He is working on it, but I think it's taking longer than expected. Or, very interesting. So on this card, right? The Pentacles, I'm going to show you the other side. They have a form on this side, right? But this is the side that came face up for you, Leo. And the Pentacles are sort of like ghosts, or they disappear, right? So you might be working at something and not seeing a payout. That's another thing. You could be wasting your time. So if you've been dedicated to something and there isn't, after some time, since this is about 2020, maybe an entire year, if you've been working on something for an entire year and it hasn't paid out, maybe consider a new option, a new path. Like, hang it up for a minute. You know what I mean? But, the Knight of Pentacles, earth sign energy, by the way, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be dealing with an earth sign. You don't have to be. Is super loyal, super dedicated, very focused. Pentacles are the element in tarot that's the hardest to change. Okay? So don't be so rigid. Be more inventive, be more open, adventurous, things like that. Feels very work, feels self-development, possibly dealing with your money. If you are investing in something and it hasn't paid off yet, if you're spending your money and you're not seeing anything come back from it, like if you're spending money, let's say on clothes, or 2020 has been the year of online shopping, right? So if you bought all these things from Amazon and Etsy and all this other stuff, right? And it comes into your house, but you're still not happy, or now you feel your house is cluttered, declutter. Stop investing in something that doesn't make you happy. That's the bottom line. Something that doesn't make you happy, something that doesn't reward you, a person, a relationship, a situation, a job, a habit, I don't care. it's not paying off, stop it then. Don't do that anymore. Okay? All right, so what's coming in for Leo? Do I want this deck? I just kind of picked it up. I didn't really. Is this the one? Yes, they're like, yep. All right. So for Leo, what is coming in 2021 for Leos, please? Leo. By the way, folks, now that Amir is here, he's going to be able to properly keep track of any questions you have. So if you're here and you have a question regarding your personal 2021, what you have to look forward to, whether it's a specific question you have or a general overview for the year or related to a specific area of your life and you want me to answer that question, type it in the description. I'm going to say type it in the description box. Type it in the chat box and I or Amir will take note of your question and we will handle it once I'm done with this reading, okay? So for Leo in 2021, what's coming in for them? Please show me. I am so hungry. For Leo, what's coming in? The hell? Yes, good. Thank you. It's coming in for Leo in 2021. All right. Ooh, that slid into a reverse position, I see. All right. So the first one that came out was 10 of Ariel. All right. 10 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Michael. Ace of Swords. Interesting. So 10 of Ariel, 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Michael, Ace of Swords in reverse. I see. Okay. So, Leo, concerning your long-term stability, 10 of Ariel, possibly directly tied for some of you to your family life, I think there's going to be some no-nonsense happening here. It doesn't feel great. How's this coming across? Like, it's not a lie, because the Ace of Michael is in reverse. It's not a lie. It's like a damaging truth is what that feels like. A damaging truth. Or the acceptance of something that really hurts your heart and possibly is tied to your family or what you've built for yourself. If it doesn't directly affect your family, Leo, it's something to do with your stability. Harsh truth, like harsh, hard to swallow, hard to deal with, hard to manage with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You know? That's so not cool. Because I think it's like bittersweet, Leo. I don't feel like the 10 of Ariel, the 10 of Cups, or excuse me, 10 of Pentacles, excuse me, is really in jeopardy. I feel like it's pretty solid. I feel like you're working towards it. You have it. You're sustaining it. But this Ace of Michael is like some truth that you're not on board with or other people aren't on board with. And it feels damaging. It feels like perhaps your success or your building up of a strong foundation or solidifying a strong foundation is crippling. What a word. Crippling? Okay. Crippling to somebody else. It hurts them. You might talk about it. You might talk about what you've worked for, what you've gained for yourself, what you've put your work into and had a hand in manifesting for yourself. And you might say that to someone else and that like hurts them in some type of way. I mean, maybe someone is jealous. I don't know, but that's weird. Like, because what I was talking about before with what's leaving 2020, Like that feels all you. And then we come here to 2021 and there's somebody here, friend, family, lover, it could be anybody since it's a general, but they're not cool with what you're doing, or they're reacting to you in such a strange way, or they're reacting to things that they see about you. Because I got to tell you also, this 10 of Ariel, this 10 of Pentacles does not feel like whoever has a problem is a part of that scenario. So if this is success in work, this isn't someone at your work who has a problem with you. It's someone outside of work that has a problem with you. If this is your family, this is not a family member that you know personally or that you're close with that has the problem. It's like an estranged cousin. It's like somebody you see like twice a year and they have a lot of problems. Oh, let's get an oracle card for Leo for 2021. 2021, what's the message for Leo? What can they carry with them going forward into the year, please? Yikes. Excuse me. For Leo. That was very cool. They were like, that's good. These like guides, like they come in, they come out. Like I used to have one who was like very like 1930s, like speakeasy gangster. And now I just have like some hippie one that's hanging around me. That's good. That's really good. Anyway, for Leo, please. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. That one. Because this was like poking me in my hand for a minute there. All right. There are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome. Oh my God. Sometimes a loss is welcome. Like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. That was over here, leaving 2020. Sometimes a loss sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Maybe that's what's going on here in 2021. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break wide open. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed over, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. Okay, that kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Get over yourself, get your shit together, and it talks about doing good things for other people. You look like a shit show, Leo. Okay. So if you're grieving over something, grieving over a loss or letting go of something out of 2020, and you let that overtake you, you're starting to get into this. All right. You're not properly integrating the loss or mourning and grieving the way you're supposed to. Right. So that could be what the Ace of Michael in reverse talks about. Could talk about not really taking on board, Ace of Swords in reverse. It can be self-denial. So be careful, Leo, all right, with what's going on there. All right, let's clear the board here. Check in with the chat. Feel free to post questions. Thank you. Oh, I can do that, Moon Goddess. I can. Do I want to do the same format? Well, you're asking about what's coming in, so we will ignore what's leaving. If you're asking for what's coming in, you're kind of already set to like leave things behind. Amir. Excuse me. Yeah, we can do that. We can do a love reading. I'm not going to use the same deck, so let's find the deck that we do. I love the Golden Girls deck so much. Do I want to use that one? Excuse me. Not sure. A love reading for all the singles. Where are we going to find that message? Over here? Yes. Well, yes. Okay. See, I'm the one that's second guessing. I'm like, really? And they're like, yep, do that one. Do that one. All right. So here we go. We'll do one for the singles. This is for all you lovers out there. It's upcoming in 2021 for all the singles in the house, outside the house. What's going on for the singles in the collective in 2021 regarding love? By the way, people, if you're here now, do a girl a favor. Like the video. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Do any and all those interactive things because YouTube is a metrics machine. That's all they care about, which I find interesting. I'll talk about that in a second. Singles 2021. What is the message for them? What can they expect in their love lives in 2021? What's coming in for singles in 2021? What's upcoming for singles in 2021? All right. They now know my requests. So what I find interesting is I watch other readers more often than I should probably. And a lot of them are like really worried about YouTube. And I'm like, I don't know why. Like a lot of them won't say certain words. And I'm like, I don't know why you don't say that. Because you simply can't. Because YouTube is not going to be upset about it. So I just find that interesting. So those are 3 to start. First one out. Okay. Ace of Swords, 4 of Cups, and Judgment. I shouldn't make all these faces. Ace of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the Judgment card. Buyer's remorse for a few of you guys. You asked for, you pleaded, you begged, you prayed for something that came or is coming, but you ain't gonna like it. Judgment, Ace of Swords. I feel like this is 4 of Cups. Oh, my bad. 5 of Cups. Take it back. Bring it back. My bad. That's a shame. I'm sorry. 5 of Cups. Okay. So, still not liking it. 5 of Cups is still not in a more pleasant place than the 4 of Cups. I apologize. But it's different in that we have had it. Because the 4 of Cups is the offer, and we're like, no, thank you. 5 of Cups is we've had it, and we're like, well, now that I've had it, there's something about it that leaves me or that goes away and is diminished in the situation, deteriorated in the situation, and I'm pissed. Some of you are pissed. Almost a slip of the tongue. You're pissed about it. So this could be a lot of kissing of frogs before the prince or princess, whatever you're into, right? But I really do still get this feeling from the 5 of Cups is like being more alone than you want to be. Feeling like I used to have what I wanted. Did you really? But there's this feeling of I used to have it and it's gone. And so it's like reminiscing, looking back over the past and thinking of those good times with one specific person or just, earlier relationships. And, looking at the empty seat beside you and going, well, guess I'm going to, heat up this meal for one in the microwave. You know what I mean? So there's like this, I want to not be where I am. Now, the 5 of Cups traditionally talks about the 2 cups behind this person, right? So there's something in the ether that is positive. I don't want to say desirable because I'm not sure that it would be a person or a situation that you necessarily want, but it's supportive, it's positive, it's helpful. Who it is, what it is, maybe we'll clarify. But the truth of the matter, Ace of Swords, is coming to this point. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. For some singles with the Ace of Swords, the truth of the matter is you haven't fully recovered from the loss. Therefore, you're not ready. I understand. I know this all too well myself. You're not fully healed. You're not fully over the grief, the loss, the anguish in some of your cases of what transpired in either your previous relationship or the totality of your previous relationships. Like, it's not in proper perspective yet. And as such, there's not really, I don't really feel anything coming in other than a resurgence of yourself, a rebirth of yourself. Judgment, secondary major for, oh God, don't blank. Scorpio, thank you. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, don't have to be. So I think it's about self. Singles, it's about you, ain't nobody else. And so that's not to say we can't have fun. It's not to say it's just going to be you and your left hand for the next 365 days. No. If that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. But if you want to date, if you want to meet new people, I think it will be possible. But will it be long-term sustainable? A lot of work has to be done in the Five of Cups. So actually, I want to clarify the Five of Cups. So give me some clarification on the Five of Cups for the singles in 2021. Sorry, it's not so good so far, guys. But I don't mind this. Me personally, I don't mind it. You guys might be like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to hear that. All right, so let's clarify the Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here for the singles in 2021? Why is the Five of Cups here for them? Please show me. I'm sorry. I got excited. I don't get it. I get excited because, like, to me, I can plainly feel this energy, but for you guys, you might not agree, and you might not want to hear it. So Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Many of you, there's a big change in your physical life going on, change of job, change of financial situation, change in your physical body, just things to do with your everyday, mundane, 3D, earthbound life. Those things are being reevaluated, Seven of Pentacles. So you might be changing jobs, changing careers, changing locations, changing relationships. Again, Five of Cups did come out. So some of you are coming out of a relationship and trying to figure out what to do next. This is a recalibration. You know, it's sort of like, it's like you have a car breaks down, right? Put the car in the shop. And the car's not going to be ready for like 3 weeks, a month, something like that. And you don't have any money to buy a new car. And for some reason, you can't lease a car or rent a car for a month. That would be highly expensive, right? So you have to figure out other ways to get around. You see what I mean? The relationship or the aspect of partnership is the vehicle that's in the shop. It's off the table. It's not going to happen, or at least it's not going to be functional the way you need it to be functional, right? So in the meantime, how do I get around? How do I transport myself? How do I get to work? How do I go and buy groceries? Take the bus, get Uber or Lyft, ask a friend to take you, walk your ass to the store. There are so many options and different things that you can do to maintain or get around and do what you need to do. And again, this is just an allegory. It might not be the best one either, but that's what it is. It's like, all right, I'm not going to be able to do this the way I want to traditionally do it or normally do it. I'm accustomed to doing it this way. Like if you were married and you're not married anymore, you have to relearn, reconsider, Seven of Pentacles, reconsider, recalibrate how to live a life as a single person. Like I said, going to get groceries. I used to be in a relationship, believe it or not. And after that initial breakup, I had to start realizing, oh, I don't need to buy that. I don't use that. That was their thing. So I don't need to buy that anymore. And then the portions and stuff, I was buying so much more than I needed because I was used to buying for me and another person. So it took me a minute to realize, Jay, you shop for yourself now. You buy groceries only for you. Maybe sometimes also for my brother. But that's really it. So you see what I mean? So that has to happen. You have to do this work. And the initial reaction to it is, I don't have what it takes. I don't have enough. And feeling like you're alone, feeling like nobody else is walking this path. Tons of people are walking that path. Okay? Tons of people are walking this path. Okay? So in some cases, I also feel like you're kicking yourself. You let yourself down. Like you feel like, I think I said that initially when these three cards that came out. Buyer's remorse. Like if you walked away from a relationship, if you were the one that ended it, you might have this regret. I shouldn't have ended it. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. Okay. So that's what's going on in the Five of Cups. Is the recalibration, re-understanding, or relearning how to do it on your own, or for the first time doing it on your own. And 2 times, yes. 2 times there's a signal to this having a spiritual component for many of you. It's not for everybody, but you're watching a tarot reading. I would think you would be a little bit more open to it than someone who's not. There's a spiritual component here. Some of you are disconnected from your spiritual self, your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, your personal Lord and Savior, whatever you believe in or don't believe in. So that needs connectivity. That needs work. Do that work. And then maybe a rebirth will happen with the Judgment card. So it looks like a lot of solo dolo, but again, it doesn't mean you're not going to date people. It doesn't mean you're not going to meet interesting people or fun people. I just think something serious, like a long hauler, I don't see it here. I don't see a long haul here for those that are interested. I really don't. Short-term dating, hookup partners, if you want to go that route, because 2020 kind of pulled that off the shelf for some people, okay? If you want to go back out there when the timing is right, when it's all safe, or if you want to roll the dice and do it now, do what you want. But I don't see long haul. I really don't. And I know that's what most people want to hear. Sorry. I hope I'm wrong for you guys, but I just don't see it. Do I care about Judgment? Do I want to know more about Judgment? No. They're like, this is a biggins. This is a biggins. This is something that is very nuanced. Clearly, it's a general reading, so it's very nuanced. It's very specific for you guys. The Judgment is from the self. Judgment is from other people in your surroundings. Judgment also might be from your higher power, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, God, universe, spirit, whatever. And it's a turning point. It's a chance to turn it around or keep it the same. Turn it around or keep it the same. And when and how it happens for you, don't know. What form it will take, don't know. And need to clarify, they're like, you will not clarify that, so I'm not going to. So that's the reading for singles in 2021. I'm sorry, guys. I'm hopeful too, but I'm also, I'm also not hopeful. Like anything can happen, anything can change. This is just a snapshot of the energy at this time, the first day of the year. In 4 months, maybe the energy will shift and change around. Who knows? But as of right now, nope. Okay. What did I miss? Yes, I would love to leave 2020. Did the Golden Girls ever find love? Yes. Rose remarries. I don't think Dorothy remarries, but she has a couple of people. Blanche is always getting laid on that show, so yeah, they find love. Oh no. Oh. You know what that is? I see that now. So I think it's probably that wall over there. I think there's like a neighbor who has like a CB radio or something like that. I don't know if you can hear the conversation. And let me know, is it still happening? Because I hate this because I never know when they're on that thing. But it usually sounds like trucker talk to me. And I try to get these chokes for the microphone wire to cut that out because I did some research and that's what they said to try, but it doesn't seem to work. And it's still going on. Oh man, I apologize, guys. I don't want to stop and come back to this because just for that. So we're just going to press on. But I apologize to everybody who is hearing that now, or you're going to hear it if you're watching this on repeat. I'm sorry. My bad. I cannot control my neighbors. Since the beginning. Oh! That's upsetting. Okay. So Jay's in like a... This is interesting. Oh no. Oh no. Well, number one, Moon Goddess, thank you for being a trooper and sticking through. Yeah, I've heard that when I listen back and have to edit. And he's like usually talking like crazy stuff, like about what's going on in the city. And I'm like, oh God, how embarrassing. I'm gonna have a moment with you guys because this is this upsets me because I can't control it. I can't do anything about it. Because if I stop it, then I'd have to come back and do this and set this all up again and then get you guys to come back out here. And I don't want to do that. But I also am pissed that you have to hear that because all right, Jay, I gotta let it go. But that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna talk to Amir about that later off camera. Because this day, like this whole thing started off with some hiccups. So where were we? We did Leo, right? So we're gonna move on to Virgo. We're gonna be here for a minute. So for Virgos in 2020, what are they leaving behind? Thank you guys for letting me know that. If it stops, please let me know when it stops so like I can stop being bugged about it. Oh dear. But yeah, if it does stop, please let me know. And I figure it has to be from that side because that's the connecting wall with the neighbors. Over here, there's no connecting wall. And the fact that it like bleeds through brick and comes into this reading or it comes into the equipment. Oh, that's so annoying. Yo, yeah. Anyway. Oh, look at you. You putting all your business out here on Front Street. Better watch yourself, buddy. All right. Virgos, what are they leaving behind in 2020? That's all right. Maybe that's necessary. What are Virgos leaving behind in 2020? Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. First one is love, and the second one is get some fucking sleep. Love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up and get some more sleep. You are being an ass because you are fucking tired. Face to pillow now. All right. All right. So Virgos, you better open up a little bit, but also rest. You know, take care of yourselves. But that love, you've been turning it down, turning it away, not participating, being shut off, perhaps. See what the tarot has to say. Excuse me. That really is bothering me. I'm glad you guys told me, but at the same time, I'm just like so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. All right. What's going on what is Virgo leaving behind in 2020? Let's see. All right. 3 of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. Sort of the front side of each card. So 3 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. I feel like might be leaving behind sort of this like it feels like a tight relationship. If this was 2 people, it doesn't have to be, but if this was 2 people, it feels like one's like kind of tight and highly wound up and stressed out or stressful, and someone else is like very like much more optimistic, if not a lot more optimistic, just slightly. But somebody here is kind of stuck in the mud, and somebody else is just like, I don't want to be stuck in the mud. If it was two people, if it's within you, Virgo, those dynamics are pushing and pulling on each other. Okay. Air sign energy with the Queen of Swords there. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you could be dealing with an air sign. You don't have to be. I think for some, because if it's two people, I think it's very obvious. You would know who you are in that scenario. Virgo, you would know if you're the Queen of Swords or the Three of Wands person. Pardon me. For those where this is just you, you struggle. You're in some type of tug of war with yourself over how to behave, how to show up in your own damn life, or show up in a specific scenario. I think you might have relationships or situations that ask you to be a hard ass, and that might not be what you want to be. In 2020, you may have had to do and say and show up in ways a lot more aggressively or even passive aggressively with the Queen of Swords sometimes that you didn't want to. And so the answer to that is to move on, let it go, explore different options, make a different plan and execute that plan. But the situation that you're in or the relationships that you have, it's like you sort of got roped into something within the last year or so. And now that you're in it, you don't know how to get out of it. It feels like expectations are higher for you. And you're performing duties that you don't necessarily want to perform. Like, I feel like, Virgo, you need to let go of being such a stick in the mud or taking things so seriously or being in a serious state of mind all the time. Maybe like it's a work situation and that would make sense. If this is work, a lot of us clearly were put into working from home situations. And for some folks, it's hard to detach or get space, get clear of that energy, that mindset, because we literally are at home and we're doing our job. And that's the same place that we cook, sleep, eat, fuck, do whatever, So because those two worlds are enmeshed over the course of 2020, it might be hard for you to get them to separate in 2021. So that might just be what you need to do. And, Virgo, a lot of your energy is very domestic. So I could see that if your home life has been overrun by something, until that is able to separate, you're just not going to be in the right headspace for much. Okay. Let's see what 2020 is bringing in for you guys. I am so hungry. 2021 for Virgos, what's coming in? 2021 for Virgos, what is coming in? This one more? Yeah. All right, let's see. Stomach growls. So you're hungry too, I guess? Okay, that's what you're saying. You're hungry too. For Virgos, 2021, what's coming in? All right. That was such a weird way it fell. That one. All right, so the first one that came out was Six of Swords, Healing Begins, and Detach, card 11. I believe that in this deck, no, 11. Shit. Where's that book? It's over here. Because this book numbers them a little bit differently, so because I want to call that death, and I know that's not death. Apologies for having to look this up, but I don't use this deck as often as I used to. Justice. That's okay. It doesn't give me that justice vibe, but now that we're here, let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, so 6 of Swords and Justice, aka detach, in this deck. I apologize about that. Yeah. Movement is coming in. 6 of Swords here. Also, like this idea of debuting, because she's like coming through this curtain, so you might be stepping onto like a new road, a new path. Justice, major arcana for Libra, could be dealing with a Libra, you don't have to. Or, yeah, or some type of legal situation. Ooh. Also, look behind her. There's like a winterscape behind that little cutout of where her body is. Virgo, you're really gonna be or become someone new. You're gonna be in a new place, a new state of mind. In some cases, new relationships, new jobs, things like that. New. And the detaching is gonna be the problem. Because Virgo, you tend to be loyal. You tend to be reliable, or dare I say predictable. You know, like even though you're a mutable sign, because you're Earth, it's like this, again, it's like this, I want to do the thing like we were talking about over here in 2020. I want to do something else. I want to move on, or I want to experience something new. That's what mutables all want. But you're Earth. Earth is very unchangeable, or the last of all the elements to change, or takes a longer time to change, right? To see it happen. So this has been building up. This change has been building up and building up and building up. And I feel it might be coming to a head. I feel it might be coming to a significant turning point for you. She's releasing that dove. So it feels good, but I'm also sad. Like there's a sadness here. Like if you're literally leaving a relationship, or you're leaving a home, a job, even if you know or feel where you're going will be better, you're really sad about this disconnection back here. And that makes sense if you're leaving relationships or jobs, moving from family homes into your own home. There's like this, it could be that. What was I just saying? Who was I saying that for? Oh, I was saying that for the singles. If you're used to cohabitating with family, friends, whatever, and then you move out and you live on your own, and you've never done that, or you haven't done it in such a long time, it's like you have to get readjusted. So that's what this is. Your year, or this message for you for 2021 is giving yourself, be patient with yourself. You know, don't feel bad that you are possibly doing things for yourself for the first time, or the first time in a long time, and you're uncertain about it. So it's just this recalibration is what this feels like. Because again, justice is about, balancing the scales. And in some of your cases, again, since this card 11 is the justice card in other tarot decks, some of you, this is about some type of finalization, some type of final, separation of a romantic sense. And it could have been a very nasty legal battle in some of your cases, not all of them. Okay. Before we get rid of that, excuse me, let's do the Oracle card for Virgo, please. Oh, that would make sense. Because remember I said over here with 2020, like Virgo might have been kind of like very rigid and very like mean or passive aggressive, or just like put in a place where they had to be really sharp and really that could have been the divorce. Like maybe for a few, it's not for everybody. Maybe the Virgo wanted a peaceful resolution, an amicable thing, but because their partner took it to a certain level, it brought out like the worst side of Virgo, or something like that is what that feels like. Okay. Message for Virgo for 2021, please. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Gotta put some oil on this chair. All right. So we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave, and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved, and you will you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were true. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or carnivorous at this time, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will, you will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. All right. Change your outlook, change your perspective. Again, co-create. A lot of co-creation is really just, mental. What you think about will come about. Okay, Virgo? All right, guys, that is what you guys can look forward to in 2021. Sorry, slip of the tongue. Who's after you guys? Libra? Yes. Sorry, Libra. I almost forgot about you guys. All right, let's get into Libra, please. What is Libra leaving behind in 2020? Is that conversation still going on, friends? That interference? Oh, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed about it. There's nothing I can do about it. But here I am, being salty. Shout out to those stimulus checks. Oh, it's cleared up. Thank you. Oh, thank God. See, and I'm instantly like, yay. All right, for Libra, 2020, what are they leaving behind in 2020? What's the oracle message from the Rebel deck that says what they need to leave behind? What do you need to leave behind, Libra? Let's see. What am I going to have for dinner? More chicken and broccoli, I guess. I don't want that. You fell to the floor. How dare you? All right. Take a fucking trip. That's cool. If you can. I mean, I'm assuming at some point people will be able to travel in 2021. Oh, and the electric bolt sign. So, take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do new things. Talk to people cooler than you. And the lightning bolt on the other side, it says, figure shit out on your own. Well, I guess you should stop watching this tarot reading and go figure some things out on your own. So maybe some of you Libras need to get into a spiritual side of things. Ironically, maybe take like a hiatus, a meditation retreat, or some type of spiritual retreat of some type, some group work maybe, but you could do it solo. But the point that I'm feeling there in that combination for you, Libra, is don't be afraid to do what you need to. Do what you need to get what you... Do what you need to get what will help you, what will nurture you, what will satisfy your spiritual needs. Your physical needs is coming through. Some of your cases, your sexual needs. All right. Take a fucking trip. That's like specific, like that's verbiage that I don't relate to it personally, but I know some people, like maybe some of you need to do like a psychedelic. This is not me co-signing on that. Okay. I don't know. I don't touch drugs, so I have no idea like what is, but if you know about it, or you know a guy or a girl who knows a thing or two and they can hook you up and that's what you're interested in, maybe that's what that's saying. Take a trip. All right. Or at least, yeah, like, stop being stuck. Jesus, stop being stuck. If you've not been doing these things, exploring yourself, do that. Is what that's saying. So stop not exploring yourself. Stop not trying to investigate and figure things out for yourself. Mm-hmm. So temperance, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Temperance, major arcana for Sagittarius. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius. You don't have to be. And Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you see how the Temperance card has its back to us, the Angel has the back to us, and the Two of Wands is in reverse. I think 2020 for you, Libra, you have really disconnected from your intuition, disconnected from any type of healing practices you were already doing or you could have explored and learned about. Because, Sagittarius is the great explorer. They like to learn, input. And the Two of Wands in the reverse, inaction, indecisive. Par for the course for a Libra. So stop doing that. It's sort of, I was about to say it's sort of similar to Leo, but it's not. Leo was giving too much to a situation, was putting in where the effort wasn't being, or there wasn't much of a payout. You're not really doing anything, Libra. So that's the difference. Leo was doing, and Libra's just sitting, just chilling, not really progressing or investigating. So you got to stop that. Or if it's someone you're dealing with, you need to back away from them, because this is not kosher. This is not, no, no. If you've been, okay, so maybe it's also that. So I did say indecisive. It could also be just like confusion. You might not know which way to go. So maybe that's the problem, because temperance is a card of healing, but with this side showing, it's like the healing is known, like you might know you have to, but again, you don't know how to do it. What method to choose, what guides to choose, what gurus or materials to read, what things to listen to watch. So do some homework. And this feels kind of easy. I'm going to put it in quotes because, it's all relative. For me, it seems easy, but for you, it might be, the freaking Himalayas or something. That much of a daunting task. I think it's surmountable, though. It feels like it's very, you can deal with that. And 2020 also, I think, put a lot of people in a position of cautionary stuff, cautionary vibe. So maybe you were exploring for a minute in 2020 at some point, and then things maybe in your life got really bad. Maybe just the vibe of the world, vibe of your neighborhood, whatever, took a turn, and that kind of turned you off or made you feel lost in the shuffle, sort of, is what that feels like. So what's coming in 2021 for Libra, please? What's coming in 2021 for Libra? I really gotta oil this chair. One. Two. All right. Libra. 4 of Michael, 4 of Swords, and 7 of Raphael. 7 of Cups. Oh, Jesus. Come on. There we go. 4 of Swords and 7 of Cups. Perfect. I like this. This is a controllable, is what they're saying. Feasible. Thank you. It's a feasible way to get to a clearer path for you. 4 of Michael, 4 of Swords. So resting, I don't want to say recalibration because it's not really reflection. Thank you. Resting, reflect, maybe face a fear or two, or maybe acknowledge a fear. If not face a fear, acknowledge a fear, become aware of it. Don't shut it out. Don't shun it or repress it. And then Seven of Cups. It is exploratory because it's about having options, right? So I think for some of you, you might bring together practical self-help as well as spiritual or metaphysical self-help. You might benefit from having a little bit of both, or access to both, or spending a few weeks dealing with psychotherapy, and then moving over here and doing something with like Reiki or something like that. And you might find benefit from both or one over the other. And I don't know, I just think that's a really self-contained approach, and I like it. Because over here, there, what we're leaving behind is a lot of uncertainty or indecision, inflexibility in some senses, and we become a little more flowy with this Four of Swords and this Seven of Cups. It's a little more permeable. Was this loose, just looser? I don't think you're running wild. I don't think you're, taking every opportunity on board, because the Seven of Cups can be option overload, but I don't think so. I think you're being really smart about it because the Four of Swords comes with it. If it was something else, you might be doing too much with the Seven of Cups, but Four of Swords with it, it feels like you're aware that you have to make good choices. So a little bit, you might still be in this hung up, I don't know what to decide phase or mindset, but I think it'll pay out because I think your imperative changes, your motivation has changed or will change. Okay, let's get an oracle card for Libra. That was pretty easy. All right, oracle card for Libra. How long have we been here? Jesus, 2 hours. Oh, and we're barely through. We got to keep going. I gotta be faster with these. I'm terrible. Libra, oracle card. Yeah. I think they understand my directive. So we're going to go faster, guys, okay? Libra, oracle card. Apologies for the next 5 signs, because we going motor, because I'm a human being and I got to eat something. All right, Virgo. Are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. You would like to take a little break from all that and start having fun. Mm-hmm. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted. Okay, sure. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance, to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you really got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some funny comedy or to make you laugh, or call the one friend you know who will remind you how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed, renewed, and ready to once again see the world as less daunting. And you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Perfect. That's that Four of Swords and Seven of Cups that I was talking about. Feeling looser, getting back out there, again, traveling, over here, take a trip. Perfect. When you can, when the restrictions let up, take a trip. It's going to be helpful for you. Okay? All right. Who's up? Scorpio. I always say their name like that because of that video game, Mortal Kombat. Scorpio. All right, Scorpios. What is going out the door for you in 2020? What are you leaving behind? What should you leave behind? Let's see what it is. Scorpio 2020. What is going out? Let's see. My eyebrow is itching. You think someone is lying. Yes. Okay. Interesting. These two things, I don't know. All right. You think someone is lying. They are. You are being shady. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. Well, Scorpio, stop it. That is the simple feeling. Stop it. Like, stop playing. Stop being silly. Stop. What is that? Like, stop being ridiculous. Some of you, stop making shit up. And again, this is a general. I'm saying Scorpio's doing this. It could be someone else around you that's doing this. So let's see. Let's clarify this. Let's get some further information with the tarot for Scorpio, please. What are they leaving behind in 2020? That didn't fall, so I can't take it. That one fell. Ace of Cups. And the Star, but that way, not the way that we might want to see it. Ace of Cups, Star. Star, major arcana for Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but you don't have to be. I feel some of you Scorpios were really hopeful, or like, it's a lot of dreamer shit, if I gotta be honest. It's very dreamy. It's very fantasy. It's not practical, okay? Or what you were, the priority is off. Like, some other entity, energy, focus needs to be related to. So there was like an attempt to make, this is very interesting. I think you were attempting to make connections in your life, friends, family, lovers, whatever. And someone along the way was insincere and did not really have the means to back it up. So there's like a recovery period that you are about to, or I suppose you would be welcome to get into. Because I think there used to be some type of love, some type of affection in the situation, friends, family, lover, I don't know what. And there may have been disappointment about that. And someone might be withholding that information, or things changed, but I don't know. There's something here about, I feel I said that because I did the January readings, which I'm going to premiere tonight, I think. And I don't know if it was your reading, but I mentioned in one of those readings the hokey pokey. This feels like the hokey pokey. In, out. Commitment, not committed. Good things, bad things. Or say good things, say bad things. Like, on and off, in and out is what that feels like. So that comings and goings, that mix of energy, whatever that is, boo dandies. We don't like that. But you know, that's your life. You can do with that what you will. So for 2021, what's going on for Scorpio? Yeah, maybe that's what. Yeah, okay. And it's not rain, but just to show you that card one more time. It's not rain, but it's like a bunch of falling stars. So star, again, in tarot can be equated to or related to this idea of hope and wishing and dreams. And so all of that is falling. So wishes, hopes, and dreams might be falling apart coming out of 2020, or that's what you need to leave behind. If you've been disappointed sometime in 2020 and the star has fallen, let it fall. You might be trying to put the star back up into the sky, and that's not possible. What's coming in for Scorpio in 2021? Four of Swords. Just breathe. Four of Swords and yeah. Oh, they're tricky. All right, Four of Swords and the sacral chakra. Very good. All right, so similar to what we were just talking about with Libra, might need to get calm and recalibrated or reflect on something spiritually based, something that's going to speak to your soul, your spirit, your higher self, your higher mind, whatever. However you conceive of whatever your spiritual practices, pertain to or are related to. I feel though for you, Scorpio, this Four of Swords is different in that I think you really have gone through a particular loss. Could be a loss of self because she's, kind of equal to, sort of her own ethereal body. So you might have lost something personally within yourself from an internal space, and you're trying to get it back or heal from it in some type of way, heal from the loss. Sacral chakra, some of you, it can be tied to your sexual life or, for some of you, very specifically, this might be for just like one person. This could have been like the loss of a child, like a miscarriage, more than, an actual child that has lived for a while and then passes away. It feels more like a miscarriage. So for some of you, you may have had a miscarriage in 2020. I don't know why, but you or someone else may have lied about that, didn't reveal that, and now are personally, quietly, dealing with that loss. Oh, I could see that. Okay. Because I was like, why would you lie about a miscarriage? Okay. So say we have a couple and you are excited about the pregnancy and then you find out the pregnancy is lost. You wouldn't tell your family. Like something here about not telling mom and dad or not telling brothers and sisters, something like that. And then as a couple, you might mourn the loss of the child. It's very specific. But yeah, so like there's something here about healing and reflecting on your sacral energy and emphasis on that, emphasis on bringing this back into balance, into a better place. Tall order, there is not going to be easy, and it's not going to be pleasant. Interesting. Am I taking that? I didn't even start. I'm going to shuffle because I don't know if that's where we're going. They say we might go there. Yeah, they say go there. They keep saying go there, go there, go there. So whatever this card is that I didn't technically shuffle for, I just split the deck and it fell there. So here we go. There is, okay, here we go again. There is only one of you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compromise yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Okay, so that makes sense because your root chakra is about your physical reality and connecting with the earth and doing all those sort of, just having sort of those base instincts, right? Your sacral energy arguably is your first spiritual chakra in that it's now beyond the physical form. It's beyond our perceptions. The root chakra, I think, is super, 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 super base. And then the sacral would be the first step into the spiritual sort of gateway that exists along the main chakras in the body. So for me, to conceive of this for you, Scorpio, For some of you, you might need to establish a spiritual practice or go back to it if you've had it before. If this, again, is falling into a scenario where friends or family sort of relate to the situation and you have kept information from them in order to safeguard the situation, in order to safeguard yourself, in order to keep up appearances, like that card said, be more authentic, and you will find it's just better to be more authentic is what that feels like. Okay. Scorpio, that's you. Sagittarius is next. I put that on the wrong deck. Where are we at? 4 o'clock? Lord have mercy. All right, Sagittarius, 1 second. And anyone who's in the chat now, if you guys have, again, your own personal questions that you want me to answer for 2021, or if it's a general thing like Moon Goddess asked earlier about the singles in 2021, feel free to type it into the chat box and I'll answer that question with one of the tarot decks that isn't on the table. Because, I'm a nice person. And I feel like doing this for you guys. I don't often go live. When's the last time I did this? Something for the collective. I think it was like in 2019. Interesting. So I don't do it often. Anyway, so if you have a question for the collective or one specific for yourself for the year ahead, just go ahead and ask me, okay? Sagittarius, what are they leaving behind in 2021? Or excuse me, what are they leaving behind in 2020? What are they leaving behind in 2020? You know what I've never looked at, but I think it's a thing. Verbal dyslexia. I think I have it. Get the fuck out of your head, Sagittarius, and what is up? Oh, I think this was Gemini, your opposite sign. Stop sleeping so damn much. All right, so get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. And stop sleeping so much. Wake up. You are missing some cool shit. All right, Sag. Come back. Come back to us. Come back to reality. Come outside and play is kind of what that feels like. So maybe you were on hiatus for a while, Sagittarius. Maybe the general bummer feeling, the not so coolness, the non-vibe that 2020 was. Maybe you were just like, I'll see you guys next year. So let's clarify that with the tarot deck. What is Sagittarius leaving behind in 2020? Ooh, we're almost there. Okay. 3 of Cups. And again, 4 of Swords. What's up? All right. So 3 of Cups. There we go. 3 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. Focus. There we go. So this particular depiction of the 3 of Cups, maybe some of you need to leave behind some social situations, some people, some friends, particular connections that kind of tire you out or leaves you like underwhelmed. I'm getting with this 4 of Swords particularly, like underwhelmed. Or if we look in the background of the card, like maybe you've got some friendships that are destructive in your life, honestly, or connections. It doesn't have to be friendships, although 3 of Cups traditionally talks about friendship. It can be family, it can be, other types of partnerships, business, and what have you. And so those connections could be really disruptive to your energy, your own personal energy, or your life. With Swords, your mental state, your clarity. For some of you, the people you're around, the company you keep, or just your desire to be in a celebratory feeling all the time is not realistic. It's really escapist energy. So some of you might be doing I was about to say you're doing fantasy work. That makes no sense. You might be spending more time imagining a better life instead of living a better life. You might sleeping so damn much with your oracle card. So you might be literally living your best life in your head, living your best life in an alternate reality, living your best life by spending all your time, money, energy, and effort with your friends, again, partying it up or connecting with each other instead of, focusing on more practical things is what that feels like. So stop doing all that. Do things that are more practical, okay, Sag? Wish deck, Archangel, thank you. All right, what's coming in for Sag in 2021? What's coming in for Sagittarius in 2021? What's coming in for Sagittarius in 2021? Oh, boy. No. Tell you, having my hair down is annoying. I've got like little strands like tickling my nose. It's annoying. Maybe the last time I do that. No, I need to let it down every once in a while. I can't have it up all the time. Too, there we go. Sag, what's coming in? King of Gabriel and the King of Michael. So King of Wands and King of Swords. Yeah. All right. So you might be reconnecting with the same people, or you might be meeting some new folks in your life. King of Wands and King of Swords, air sign and fire sign energy. So, I'm about to blank. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All dynamic masculine energy. It's a hell of an upgrade. If you're not already one of these people, you're about to become one of these people. I really feel, or you're going to meet two people who are the same level and you're going to want to be up on their level if you are not. So I hope that makes sense. You're either one of these two kings already, or you're going to meet two kings and you're going to be like, oh man, I wish I was cool like you guys. And not like cool, but like what they exhibit, how they show up, how they behave. They're both masters. They don't have to be men just because they're kings, all right? And they don't have to be a fire or air sign. But like in some of your cases, like this is like a coach situation. Like these are coaches or people who are here to help you. And they do not want their time wasted. That is, they do not want their time wasted. If these are two characters that you're meeting, Sagittarius, you better not waste their time. You better come and be ready to do the work. You better come and be ready to own up or take responsibility, ownership of what's happening. My gosh. And again, in some of your cases, you're one of these characters. King of Michael, again, King of Swords, acts on his principles or his convictions, I should say, as well as his principles, but like high-mindedness, right? So not as subjective in the situation, being very logical, being very, measured, but also, small words. What does that mean, small words? Oh, they don't talk as much. As much as this person has the ability to communicate a lot, this King of Michael, this King of Swords, they're not going to waste their breath. Thank you. Not going to waste their breath. So if this is someone you're going to work with, if this is somebody that you're going to partner with in some type of way, they're going to ask you straight up, what do you want to do here, Sagittarius? What's your goal today? And if you're like, well, I don't really know. It's like, well, you need to go know what you want before I will work with you. You need to tell me exactly what your goal is here. Again, I'm getting like coaches, like life coaches, maybe coaches in your physical fitness, financial, whatever. And they're like, here's what we can do. Make sure you're aligned with us or aligned with what we think. Like if their business is like to change your whole financial life, to move your credit score up, don't come and not be prepared to do the things we tell you to do because we already know that this is going to get you what you want. They're masterful. These two characters, whoever they are. King of Gabriel, very similar energy, but I think is a little bit more, I don't want to say flexible, but personable. They're a little bit more personable than the King of Michael. Not by much, Gotta be honest. Like these could be like two siblings, these could be two long-term business partners, and they know each other so well. They work like a well-oiled machine. And if you meet them, the King of Gabriel is going to be the one to extend the hand first. Hi, I'm King of Gabriel. It's nice to meet you. Something like that. So they're more personable, but they are, I suppose they would be the one who it feels like they would counsel you more directly. Like the King of Michael would give you like a packet, would give you like a set of instructions and say, go do. And the King of Gabriel would give you that same set of instructions, but then tell you, by the way, look out for step number 5. Be careful of this. Like they want you to succeed. They both want you to succeed, but the King of Gabriel is just a little more nice about it. It's just a little more like, I have sympathy for you. King of Michael is less sympathetic. And if this isn't two people, it could be in the form of one person. Again, you could be either of these characters, Sagittarius. I really feel like whoever this is, wherever this is, however, it's like life-changing. It's not what you're used to. Because over here was a lot of partying. Over here was a lot of fantasy. Over here was like a lot of impractical ways of getting things done or existing. And over here, there's more accountability. There's more in your face direct. Well, that was a fucking mistake or that was a screw up. Like these people are not going to let you off the hook. And if this is your own work, I'm definitely here for that too. You're not going to let yourself off the hook either. So that's good. Nice development for you. What's the Oracle message for Sagittarius for 2021? Oh, and it's short or shorter than the other messages. Going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put these plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open, but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. What did I just say about like these two people being no nonsense? Do you want to work with us or not? We can get you to where you want to go. We can get you to this place of success, but we're not going to carry you along the way. You're going to do the work, Sagittarius. You're going to be the one that shows up and sees to your own success. We're just here to help you along the way. Wow, that's good. Oh, hello. Sabrina. Is Sabrina here? I see Sabrina didn't ask the question. But Sabrina, if you're here and you have a question regarding 2021, what's upcoming for you, feel free to type it in the box and I will answer it as soon as I can. But for the sake of time, we're going to quickly move on and continue here. So Capricorn, you guys are up. We are almost there, friends. 2 more to go after this one. All right, Capricorn. 2020, what are you leaving behind? What gets to stay back there and be seen no more? I'm kidding. It won't all stay back there. Excuse me. 2021, Capricorn, what are they leaving behind? Take a fucking trip. Like your friend Libra. Very good. Oh. Yes, that one. Okay, thank you. Because there were 2 that were kind of caught in my fingers there. So take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do new things. Talk to people cooler than you. And stop obsessing. You are not the center of the fucking universe. All right. Capricorn. You got to relax. I feel Capricorns, your energy was doing big things, especially towards the end of the year with this great conjunction, because Saturn is part of that. And I forget where else you played a part there towards the end in December. Plus, it's still your season now that in this moment that I'm doing this reading in January 2021. So it just feels like been a little stuck, been a little rigid. maybe that was fear-based for a couple of you. Like you were afraid to do things. Again, don't blame you. 2020, year of the modern pandemic, okay? And a lot of us, not me per se, but a lot of us were super duper duper scared. And if you were one of those people, I understand. But at the same time, we can't stay scared forever, right? We have to let those things go. So, and take a fucking trip. So again, restrictions were in place. If they're, letting up anytime soon, take a trip. What is Libra leaving behind? Excuse me, Capricorn leaving behind. Two of Swords. Looking at it. Oh, looking at the moon. Okay. I have got to oil this chair. This is a new development. How squeaky it is. And the moon in reverse. Eek. Okay. And that's exactly what she's looking at. Okay. So, Two of Swords and the moon in reverse. Moon, major arcana for Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces, but you do not have to be. Oh, Capricorn. Listen, whatever's under the surface, you can't rest on that forever. Capricorn, I think that there's certain hidden truths because, again, she's staring at the moon, or at least she's facing the moon, and the moon is in reverse. So there's some deep, hidden feelings, truth, clarity, what have you, it's not a part of your conscious mind. It's not something you readily think about. It's not something that you discuss with other people. And it's tripping you up. It's really screwing with you. I don't know what that is. It feels kind of dark. I got to be honest. The feeling is, it's painful. Yes, it's painful. You don't want to. There's a lot of resistance, and I don't want to tell people to do anything that they're not comfortable doing. And I guess I should state that a little bit more often in my readings. But this is what this feels like. It's something that needs to be worked on, discussed, acknowledged. It needs to be a part of your consciousness or your waking awareness, or like some of you, it could be like super traumatic. Like I don't know that I've ever said this word in a public reading. But I'm a truthful person. For some of you, this could have involved like a rape or some type of sexual grievance or grievance. What kind of word is that? Some type of sexual assault, if not a full rape. Oh God, that sounds even worse. But I hope you get what I mean. Like there's different layers or different ways in which we can be violated in a sexual way. And that could be very much what someone has not experienced per se in 2020, but like it's bubbled up from long ago. And the question on this side of the table is, what do we need to let go of? What is leaving us in 2020, or what is the thing that going into 2021 we should be ready to deal with, or what have you. Again, I don't want to tell people to do anything they're not prepared to do. And for those where it's not about sexual assault or rape or anything, terrible like that, it is still very much, oh God, that's such a sad word. It's crippling you. It's crippling your heart. It's crippling your spirit. It's really that's very deep. And yeah, that's like really coming through. If you're not experiencing that as a Capricorn, count yourself lucky. Whoever is dealing with that, I feel you've tried to keep a lid on it, and that was probably a saving grace, or for the best, but it doesn't solve the problem. It's a temporary fix. You know what I mean? It's not really going to get you to the more healthy place that you need to be, just the better place. It's not going to get you to the better place by repressing it. Oh my God, that energy just. All right. What's coming in for Capricorn in 2021? Let's see. What's coming in for Capricorn in 2021? Let's see. For Capricorn, okay. 9 of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. All right. 9 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Oh, boy. What does that say? Rest and reconsider. Okay. For some of you Capricorns, it's really, things in 2021 will really come to a head if they haven't already in 2020. I just feel you're going to hit certain stages in your life, phases in your life, phases and stages in relationships with other people where it's really going to trouble you. It's really going to rock your world. You might feel really, really defeated. Like, I feel here it's like some kind of, I think I'm weak, or they were right. Oh, God, that's so fucked up. It's like thinking that the bad things that have happened, whether they be recent or in the past, whether they be upcoming, it's like it's what you deserve. That's not true. Or there's no escape, because the 9 of Wands is dedicated action. It's being, loyal or diligent to a fault sometimes. It's about taking on hardship sometimes, not all the time, but taking on hardship that maybe we don't need to. Taking on burdens and fights that are not our own, because it's the wounded warrior, right? Warriors, soldiers, those are people that fight when maybe it's not necessarily their fight. What is a soldier? What is a warrior? Somebody that enlists to protect, a nation or a community or something like that, even though personally it might not affect them. Okay. So it's like you might have put yourself in harm's way, or you might be putting yourself in harm's way because you feel that's what you have to do. Now, that can work in terms of trying to get to the bottom of it. Because what did I say earlier? Some of you have gone through something very traumatic. It's very damaging to you. Oh, not Ace of Swords. Excuse me. 5 of Swords. Jesus Christ. It would help if I looked at the fucking cards, right? 5 of Swords. So yeah. Okay. Win or lose. Shit. Capricorn. This is very upsetting, because I think you have people in your life who would rather see you suffer than to admit wrongdoing towards you specifically, or that they turned a blind eye to your suffering. Like, someone else would rather see you hurt than to be accountable for how they may have affected you directly or affected you indirectly by simply not being a supportive person to you. They could also be like, I don't want to say, someone here might want to purposely defeat you. Like, beyond you suffering. God, this is fucking dark. I don't like it. In like maybe 1 or 2 cases, this person, Capricorn, in some cases, like, they don't care whether you live or die. That's really crazy. But that's what is coming through. And this is not me saying that's okay. This is not me saying this is understand. Like, that's just how they feel. Like, you could go. That's really heartbreaking, because that could be coming from family members. Ugh, trash. I don't like it. All right. What is the oracle message here? So 2021, be careful, Capricorn, in doing this work. If If other people can't take care of you, if other people can't support you, if other people can't be whatever, just you have to do it for yourself. Okay. Wow, that got freaking dark. Don't like it. Wasn't really asking, but let's see if this is the one they want. They say we could do this. We could do this one. Okay. We've had this one before, I think. Capricorn. Since you are on Earth, you understand how buildings are built, yes? A good solid foundation, and yet flexibility too, in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base, whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see that this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly. I don't know about effortlessly, um, as well as do a general site check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. Okay, so this might be a hard reset on your life. If you've been living with people who are not on your vibe, who don't support you, who really don't care whether you live or die, reset, get away from them. You might have to do this by yourself. And people might stick around and try to dissuade you. You have to build your own foundation. You have to re-establish something firm for yourself. Jeez, I don't like that. Capricorn, that's your reading. Was not fun to do that, I gotta tell you. Who's next? Or what's next? Let me check back on the chat here. Can I have a future in love reading? Yeah, I could do that. I mean, Moon Goddess asked for everybody. It didn't look great, but you're a different person, so let's see. Sabrina, are you still here? Sabrina, if you're still here, please type in the chat to confirm, because what would be the point of doing a reading if the person isn't here? Oh man, that was Capricorn. No. So Sabrina, if you're still here, just give me a shout and I will do the future love reading for you. This chair is annoying me. I wonder if we even have any WD-40 downstairs. We might. Gonna have to see. That was a while ago. All right, so we're going to press ahead and do Aquarius now. So for Aquarius, what is leaving in 2020? Aquarius 2020, what are they leaving behind? What needs to be left behind? What's staying in the rear view for Aquarius, please? Being left behind for Aquarius. Oh, that flipped. We're gonna that's a lot. And Aquarius, one more please. What are they leaving behind? Oh, okay. All right, so the first card was step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. And then shit is about to get real. So for the step away from the diet one, eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. And for things are about to get real, you need your people around you. All right, Aquarius. So 2020. Maybe you fell off the wagon in terms of your diet and eating good and all that kind of stuff. That's all right. Stress eating, I can relate. Pardon me. So let's see what else you're leaving behind. I can't stand it. I don't know why this happened. Maybe it happened last night. Because I think I was sitting in this chair and I was doing like a lot of like physical movements. It was a good time last night because this chair was not squeaking this bad like 2 days ago. Anyway, Aquarius, what are you leaving behind? Last one. Thank you. Let's do it. Oh, do we want that? Yeah, they say do that. Okay. It's Justice. Justice card. And the... Oh, okay. I was about to say the 5 of Pentacles again. No, but the 3 of Pentacles. So the reverse side of Justice and the reverse side of the 3 of Pentacles. So I think for you, Aquarius, somewhere in the situation, maybe you were turning your back on something that was fair, or people in your life turned their back on you, or someone feels like back was turned. Major Arcana for Libra, since this is Justice. You might be dealing with a Libra, but you don't have to be. I don't want to say betrayal. I don't think it's about betrayal, but I do feel it's like a disappointed in actions, disappointed in inactions, or also like this feeling of like, I hate using this phrase, although I do use it, but I know it's like not the nicest phrase, but it's like this feeling of being gypped. It's this feeling of being like screwed in the deal. 3 of Pentacles also. The what I'm going to call the reverse side, even though it's not about reversals. Sort of expecting other people to show up and put in work, equal measure, equal money, time, energy, effort, all those things, or something else, and being left, holding down the fort, or being left holding, the bag, being the person who, follows through. And again, I'm saying this is, happening to Aquarius. It could be vice versa. All of these could have been vice versa. The energy is very transmutable as it's a general. So you may have agreed to work with people. You may have agreed to partner with people, to live with people. You may have agreed to pay for something 3 different ways and only one person is paying that bill. Okay. And that's sort of the getting gypped part of this. Feeling, again, it's not about betrayal. It's like disappointment. Like when you expected people to show up, or you told people you were going to show up, somebody was just like, no, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to do that. And again, 2020 was the year of people not showing up to things. So maybe there is, rhyme and reason to it. But the feeling is, nah, I'm disappointed. And being that it's justice, for some of you, you're feeling this on a cosmic level or a karmic level. Like some of you, for lack of a better, not even lack of a better word, some of you feel you've been let down by like a soulmate. And you don't really have a card of soulmate out here, but that's the way you're perceiving it. I've been let down by a soulmate. And, caveat, Jay's caveat, soulmates don't have to be romantic, and soulmates do not have to come like cookie cutters. And it's not always a fantastic relationship we have with our soulmates. Not to say it's okay, and not to say you should accept that type of behavior, but that is a part of the role and the reason for soulmates. Okay. What is going to come in for Aquarius? Which deck, please? Yes, thank you. All right, Psychic Tarot of the Heart once again. Aquarius. What is going on for you guys? What's coming in for 2021 for Aquarius? Let's see it. We're going to make this under almost close to 3 hours. Not bad. I definitely need to do better, though. But that comes because I don't go live often enough. And that start to the video, oh my God, horrible. Anyway, Aquarius, what's coming in 2021? Seven of Wands. Choose your battles, it says. Okay. Oh. All right. we're going to take the one that came and fell to the desk. But I'm also going to point out that you also had the 8 of Wands that flipped over. I'm not going to take it, but that's 8 of Wands. So communication, clear-mindedness, clearing the air, things like that. So you had 7 of Wands and the 8 of Swords, helpless and hopeless. No. Yes. Okay. That's what it is. Aquarius, somewhere in here, there's another person. Three of Wands, or excuse me, 3 of Pentacles came out earlier. I just feel, and we've got these 3 figureheads or these 3 monuments or whatever the hell they are on the 7 of Wands. So I feel like you're dealing with friends and family. And I feel like everybody's defending their decisions. Everybody is saying, I did what I had to do, or I did what I could do. I did what was only feasible for me. Okay. So again, back here in 2020, we had people with pentacles, right? Show up with your time, money, energy, effort, but maybe not everybody showed up with all that or showed up with it in equal measure. So you might, if this was about money, for some of you, it really is about money. If you invested, say, $5,000 and amongst 3 of you, you each said, we're going to put in $5,000, we're going to start a business, do whatever. And somebody shows up with 3 of $5,000, you're looking at that person like, we agreed on $5,000 a piece to get to 15. And this person's just like, all I can afford is 3,000. And someone who's hearing that is like, but that's not what we agreed upon. I could see it both ways, particularly because of what we're talking about. What was going on in 2020? A lot of people's finances out the window. A lot of people's income dead. So moving forward towards new ventures and investments, no matter the type, it doesn't have to be money, it could be time, energy, effort, all that stuff. Someone was not able to do their equal share because of restraints on their end. I talk to a friend of mine about this all the time. Not everybody can afford the same things. What's $5,000 to you, which is not that much, could be, half of somebody's savings. For you, that's not even touching your savings. Not my friend, but I'm just saying in this example. So $5,000, just as this arbitrary number that I picked, for you or someone else is just like not a big deal. For somebody else, it's like, it is a big deal. And I can't afford to put that forward at this time. So both sides, or every side that's here, is defending their own decisions. 8 of Swords with it. Helpless and hopeless. So now we're at an impasse. We are at a stalemate. I feel, Aquarius, you're still very much connected to these people, family, friends, lovers, otherwise, I don't know. But at the same time, you can't connect. Like, he's staring out at this vista or across this lake, and I think he wants to be where those mountains are, right? But he can't get there. There's no dock. There's no gondola nearby that he can hitch a ride on. So there's like this desire to do, but inability to do. Okay. So for 2021, I think something has to be reconciled here. Well, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to do anything. But I feel it's here because I think both parties, or more than just the two, could be 3, 4, 5, I don't care. It feels like everybody still wants to do the thing, but the circumstances at hand on a personal level prevent some of these people from fully participating, fully engaging. And that could have karmic oversight to it. What do I mean, karmic oversight? Oh, that could just be because, yeah, that makes sense. Like, like karmically speaking, cosmically speaking, if 3 out of the 5 participants are ready, they got the money, time, energy, effort, they've got this, their soul is right, everything's right. But 2 of the 5 are not right. One doesn't have the money, one doesn't have the spiritual fortitude. You don't want those people on your team, right? Because if your goal is bigger than each of you as individuals, and more, maybe not more important, but it needs, if it's going to go off, it has to go off without a hitch. And bringing in these 2 people who are not ready, that's a hitch. So you're not going to succeed if you work with, quote unquote, damaged goods. You get what I mean? All right, Aquarius, let's see what your message is in the Oracle. Postcard, please, for Aquarius. Postcard for Aquarius. Amir, can you do me a favor? Can you tell Sissy I'm not available? Sissy's trying to call me and I'm not available. So, Amir, if you could, please tell Sissy I'm busy. For Aquarius, please. What is the message? Aquarius, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. I could see that. Happens to everyone, exactly. Something feels familiar but sort of off, quotation marks. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that shows up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on. Special one. A beautiful life awaits. Okay. So this could be how I was just saying, starting a business or doing something with 5 people and 2 of the 5 aren't ready. It could be that you carry forward with just the 3. And the other 2, if they're able to join you later, maybe. If they're not able to join you because they are not ready, they're not, in terms of what the card was saying, ready to take on their responsibility in the situation, it's okay. Like if you're able to make something work with the people who are by your side, and it did say that over here in your oracle card, you need your people around you. You need your people around you is what that says. So don't bemoan and be disappointed about anybody who can't work with you at this time. Care about the people and align yourself with the people in situations and scenarios that are conducive to you, as well as take your own responsibility and hold up and understand how you might be inviting in repeated patterns in your life that lead to your own disappointment, Aquarius. Okay. All right. Let's see what is going on. Oh, Sabrina, you are here? All right, Sabrina, we're going to do your love message for what's coming up in 2021 for you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Amir. I appreciate you. For Sabrina, 2021, what was the original question? Oh, future love? Sure, just future love. We could do that. Which deck? It's sometimes hard for me to get a vibe because sometimes I know what I want, but sometimes they don't want the same deck. We could do that. Okay. They're like, yeah, we'll do that one. All right, so let's do the Santa Muerte deck for Sabrina. Future love. What's going on for Sabrina? Future love in 2021. Thank you, Sabrina, for showing up today. Sabrina, and Sabrina, and everybody else who's watching now or live on the on the repeat, not live on the repeat, on the repeat. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. I hope you had a wonderful New Year's. Welcome to 2021. Let's all have a good time, huh? So for Sabrina, future love reading for Sabrina in 2021. What's going on for Sabrina in 2021? All right. Sabrina, 2021. Future love. Let's see it. Did that flip? No. Oh, I'm so hungry. That one flipped and it fell all the way over there. All right. Hangman in reverse. Secondary major for Pisces. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Emperor. Aries. So that could be somebody who's on the cusp of Aries and Pisces. And the Six of Wands. Okay. I gotta be honest. Whoever this is, could be you, could be the other person, I'm not sure. Feels a little reckless. Hello, Sissy, how are you? Thank you for coming. Yeah, I think this can be impulsive, reckless, a little manic is the word they're giving me. But like it's almost like a sexy danger. It's like a sexy danger energy. You could be bringing that to the table, or the person that you're interested in or who might cross your path could be bringing that in. Listen, it could be like one of those like wounded lover boy types, or somebody who they can be a good partner, or somebody of significance in your life, but they remain guarded. Like, I just can't get over the Emperor having that AK-47 there. I really can't get over that. And I mean, I've used this deck so many times, and I've seen this card before, but it's like really like in my face. Like, it's sort of like partying with the cartel. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing, Sabrina, but it's like that. They show it in TV shows, and like it's been written about in books. Like, if you're on the good side of this person, you're fine. If you cross them, watch your back. I don't know what the attraction would be, because I feel that element of the person is unattractive. But again, it's like this bad boy, bad girl vibe. You know what I mean? Living dangerously, sexy, dangerous. Hangman in the reverse. I mean, to be honest, speaking about this person, because they're a human being, they have some type of spirit or soul about them. There's a lot of drama or trauma back there in their past, in their subconscious. They have, though, because of the drama or the trauma, a very set worldview. That could be where the defensiveness comes in. I'm gonna get you before you get me, because I got once. I was gotten in the past, and I don't want to be gotten again. I'm not gonna get got no more. I hope you get what I'm saying. So if this is somebody who was heartbroken when they were 17 years old, now they never want to be heartbroken again. And they could be 42 years old today. So it's like, because of being hurt once, they now perpetuate hurt, or they're highly defensive against being hurt. Again, I don't know why that's attractive, but to you, or if this is you, you are attractive to other people. As far as like connectivity, it could be something. It could be something in the sense of like, you have a good time, you have a couple good rolls in the hay, but this is I don't, if like, okay, Sabrina, we just met. I don't know what you're after, but let's say you wanted to get married. You could get married to this person, but there will always be something that you can't have access to as a part of themselves, as a part of their, what they've created. Because this Emperor, you see the little chest on the throne that's behind him. And again, the AK and like the metallic leg, everything about this is saying you can have me, but you can't have all of me. You can have this, but you can't have all of this. And I don't know what you're seeking in a relationship, Sabrina, but this is like, this ain't it. I shouldn't say that. Even though I feel it's not. You make your own decisions. This ain't it. Whoever this is, you might know them now, or they're upcoming in your life. This ain't it. But in the short term, it's going to feel great. 6 of Wands. In the short term, this is going to feel amazing. You're going to love everything they have to offer. Again, sexy danger. I don't know your life. If you're coming off of a dry spell, if 2020 was like the Sahara Desert for you in terms of dating and romance and sex and all that stuff, and this is somebody who crosses your path, whenever they do, you might be like, yes, 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 you know? So maybe be choosy if they give these vibes. And again, they might not be red flags to you or anything. You might be into this, or again, if this is you, they might be into you, but this is not it. I know. So for the short term, yeah, sure, have a good time. Is this where you're going to hang up your hat with this person? Is this going to be long term? It could be, but it will come with conditions. Oh, so many conditions. It's going to come with so many conditions. And it might not be spoken. It might not be deliberately said, "Hey, you can be with me, but at the same time, I'm never going to reveal blah 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 about myself, or I'm never going to share this about my material life." Like again, if this person, because the emperor typically has a little bit of scratch, has a little bit of something that they have that supports them in their life. They do not share unless they feel you are worthy, unless they feel that they want to. And this is somebody who I think would always keep something away from others, just would always do that. I don't feel this person, the way they're showing up in the reading, whoever they are to you, whether you know them now or not, I don't sense that they're a sharer, that they don't fully integrate with other people. There will always be a block. Okay? So Sabrina, I mean, if you're just looking to have fun, to date, have some cool adventures, that's that person, A-okay. Do that. If you're looking for a charming person or somebody who is interested in, again, integrating and blending and like, being open and sharing, nope, not them, not gonna be them, no way. All right. So Sabrina, I hope that helped you or resonated with you, gave you some clarity. Or if you don't know this person, if you see them in a couple weeks, couple months, remember what I said. All right. Yeah. I am using the new table. Yes, I am. It's fantastic. I love it. Becky, low vibe. Yes, that is the low vibe person. They're here for a reason in our lives. Low vibe people, they serve a purpose. And it's just, how do we choose to engage with them? You know what I mean? If you just want to keep it casual, perfect. If you want to set up shop, you better think about that twice. But you can do whatever you want. It's your life. It's your life. You discern for yourselves, guys. All right, let's move on and do Pisces. And then that is the end. Becky, you're a new person here. If you're still here, if you have a question for your life in 2021, general area of your life that you'd like a reading on, feel free to type it into the chat and I will answer that question after I finish with Pisces. So Pisces, last but not least, some of my favorite people. What's going on with them? What are they leaving behind in 2020? What is hitting the door? We don't want to see it no more out of 2020. And I get playful when I get to the Pisces reading. That's great. I love them so much. Don't tell them. No, I'm kidding. I don't want them to get all egotistical, but they wouldn't. Have I met an egotistical Pisces? Probably. But they're not memorable, so how about that? All right, what is Pisces leaving behind? Let's go. What is Pisces? Oh, love. Oh, and it fell to the floor, ironically, underneath this new table. But the wires are out of my way and I can get it. All right, Pisces. Love. One more. What is Pisces leaving behind? And good. I mean, hopefully, this is what I want to hear. All right, so love, shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. For love, get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. And for, what is it? Shame, regret, and guilt. Forgive. Let that shit go. You growing. Go ahead, Pisces. Go on and grow. Love it. Love some progress. What else is happening? What else is Pisces leaving behind in 2020? Oh boy, I can't wait to eat something. I am starving. Amir, what are you going to cook for me? Jokes. All right. For Pisces, what is going on? What are they leaving behind in 2020? For Pisces, please show me. 2 at once. We like it. Oh, he went to grab dinner. Okay, got you. King of Wands and Judgment. King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Judgment. Major arcana, secondary major arcana for Scorpio. Could be dealing with any of those signs or not at all. All right. So really giving a fuck. Like people who judge you or the judgment you place on yourself, the situations that bring that type of harsh criticism into your life. This feeling is coming in from the King of Wands not being good enough. This could be someone showing up in your life in 2020 or some more distant past. That was basically, I don't want to say tearing you down, but it's like critical. Like, okay. It's like someone sees you doing something and then comes up behind you and says, "Oh, Pisces, did you know you could do XYZ?" Trying to be helpful, but like it's passive aggressive. Trying to be your pal or be a supporter of you, but at the same time, low key saying you're doing a shitty job. I could do it better, or you could do it better. And they encourage you to improve, but their method of encouragement is not cool. Or this is how you are with yourself, self-critical, beating yourself up after the fact. And it's gentler than what the King of Swords could do, but at the same time, this is not somebody who's, using gentle language with you or it's again like passive aggressive. Like, oh, by the way, in case you were going to do that again, I would suggest blah, 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 blah. Like that's a very pleasant and cordial way of basically saying or making someone feel like, oh, I fucked up, when maybe you didn't fuck up. So the judgment with that, I think, is you kind of letting it go. Death and rebirth is sometimes happening with the judgment card. This could be like a family member, a friend, someone who's close to you that not necessarily you're going to say goodbye to, Pisces, but I mean, in some of your cases, maybe you will. But you definitely want to see a changeover happen in the energy. You want to see a changeover happen. However they speak to you, however they treat you, you don't want them to continue to do that. Or for yourself, you don't want that to continue, okay? So let's leave all that behind and see what's going on in 2021 for you guys, okay? For Pisces, what's going on in 2021? Excuse me. What's coming in for Pisces in 2021? That's good. All right, 2 cards. Woo. What a marathon this has been today. There it is. Queen of Raphael, Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And yeah, they say go for that. I can't go for that. Whoa. That's a good song. And maybe there's something in that phrasing. I can't go for that. Whoa. Go Pisces. Do it. Do it. Do it. What's coming in? A lot of self-love, boo-boos. All right. Queen of Cups. A lot of self-love. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water energy. And then the Magician, secondary major for Virgo and Gemini. You could be dealing with either of those signs or none at all. Listen, friends. Self-love, self-made energy, compassion for yourself, possibly compassion for the person who's being critical of you. That's a very tall order. That's not something most of us can do on a regular basis. You have to really work to wish people well who have kind of hurt you, harmed you, disrespected you, or judged you in some type of way. I think for those where the vibe is right, you can do that work. Go ahead and do that work. Others, it's a work in progress, okay? But the Queen of Cups definitely is like this bygones be bygones in a true high vibe, knowing the boundaries, like knowing how far to let a person into your life after they've come in and disrespected you in some type of way or made you feel a certain type of way. It's having that discernment. Okay, in my past several interactions with this person or in this situation or whatever I was doing, I didn't feel so great on the other side. I felt kind of crummy. I don't want to feel crummy, so I'm not going to. Magician, decisive energy, decisive, the act of creating new realities for yourself. I don't want to say bending, but I'm relating it to this idea of what a magician is in our reality, right? A magician creates an illusion. Not to say that you are creating an illusion, but it's a manipulation of reality. I reach behind your ear, all of a sudden there's a coin in my hand. That is not what happened. The coin was always in the hand, but I'm going to manipulate it so that you think that's what happened, right? So that to me can just be, for some of you in a more practical sense, rewiring your own inner dialogue, rewiring the way you conceive of yourself or conceive of other people in the situation, and then acting accordingly. I'm going to restructure the reality of this situation to suit my needs. That's your act of creation. That's your way of manifesting as a magician, okay? It can be read as manipulative, but it's paired with this Queen of Cups, so it feels mostly high vibe for you guys. That's beautiful. Do that. I'm here for that. I love this. Let's get your oracle, because let me tell you, I did the January readings already. Those will be coming out. I think I'll do it tonight. I'll just make them live after tonight. I think after this event, I think I'll post them. And Pisces, I know you guys had a wonderful reading. So hopefully that means your entire year will be wonderful. Why can't I talk? Thank you. So Pisces, yeah, let's see what this postcard is for you, and then I'll check into the chat one more time for any questions. If you have them now, share them now. My mods, they will look at them for me. They'll keep them in line for me. But if you have a question for yourself or the collective for 2021, an area of your life that you want me to get some insight on for you, please type it out now, okay? But for Pisces, let's see what the oracle message is. And the postcards from Spirit. Knocking things up. Pisces, you've been knocking all my cards like all over the place. But let's see. All right, Pisces. So, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. Say word. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Hidden in plain sight. Magician, check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith. That's that intuition. That's that psychic thing with the Queen of Cups. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Try something new, Magician. Do something different, Magician. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take that first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did, because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. Pisces, do that shit. Do it. Yes. I love Pisces. I root for you guys so hard. You're so close to my heart. I love you guys so much. Pisces, I can't wait till you see that reading. It's great. This looks great for Pisces. We're leaving behind the bull that existed in 2020. That's done with. And what we're going to create is a new reality of our own liking. How it suits you. Okay? I'm not a Pisces. This is not my reading, but I'm here for it. I love it for you. Great. Beautiful. Magnificent. What we doing? What's going on? Wish I was a Pisces. Sabrina, I did your love reading. You'll have to watch the repeat. I did it, I think, before Aries, or not before Aries, before Aquarius. I did your love reading. I did it before Pisces. I did it just before Pisces. So you have to go back however long this has been. Thank you, Becky. Thank you for letting Sabrina know, letting everybody know. So yeah, last call, everybody. If you have been here or you just joined and you had a question for me to answer for you for your upcoming year in 2021, please type it out now. If not, we are about to wrap this show up. I have sat here for hours and I'm hungry. But I'm willing, to do a couple more if you guys need. So, excuse me. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel, friends, feel free to subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. That way you can see when I do my uploads. I go live very seldomly. I want to do that more this year. There are certain things I want to do with the channel over the course of this year that I need to put into practice, and being like a super duper fixed sign. I have lots of fixed energy in my chart. It's kind of hard to do that sometimes. I've got people very much in this room right now who could attest to that. But anyway, so in 2021, I'm hoping to go live a little bit more often. So if you're subscribed, you'll be able to see that. I think I'm doing, how many different types of readings am I doing? I'm doing right now 3. I might introduce a 4th one to the channel. So, and that's on top of like being employed full time, so it's a lot. Thank you, Becky, for again sharing that information. All right. So Moon Goddess, we'll do you real quick, and then we'll also do Becky real quick. Okay. So for Moon Goddess, thinking about relocating, will it be promising for work? Oh, this will be easy because like my guides know you, Moon Goddess, so they're just like, they're giving me like, yep, that's right. That was fast. Okay, so maybe that's like sometimes why I'm like taking forever to find a deck, because I'm like, well, no offense, because I don't, know a lot of you guys who come to the channel and come to these live readings, but Moon Goddess, we know each other. All right, so for Moon Goddess, let's see it. The move, the planned move, is it going to, what's the question? Will it be promising for work? Is the relocation going to be promising for work for Moon Goddess? Is the relocation going to be promising for Moon Goddess? Promising for work. Relocation promising for work. That's good. All right, let's see. All together? Difficult. Ace of Swords, 3 of Swords to start. Promising might be a heavy word to use, but potential is there. Ace of Swords, 3 of Swords, certain loss or sacrifice there, but then the Daughter of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles on the end, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you know the deal. They could be in your life. They don't have to be though. I feel like this Ace of Swords, like it's your tool is how it's coming across. It's like in your hand, and that's probably bad form, waving it around like a mad woman, but it's like, it's your choice. Whatever is happening, it's your choice. The communication will be clear. If, again, you're saying already relocation. So between you and the employer, it's already known what is expected to move here, or what you might desire is to move wherever you want to go, right? So that is understood in the situation. And it's your tool. You're able to use it wisely. Also, coming through wisdom with the swords there. So you're aware, you studied the situation, checking boxes. If I'm going to live here, what's it look like? What's the median income? What's the crime rate? Like if those things matter to you, you're investigating them clearly. The risk, I suppose the quote unquote downside here is that 3 of Swords. And these are kind of, hand in hand. Okay, so that's it. Okay, hand in hand. Because they fell out together. So if you're researching the job, the location, there's going to be something there that you're not a fan of. Something that doesn't check the boxes. So it could be the money, could be the actual physical location. Like, no offense, like maybe somebody's asking you to move to Cleveland and you're like, do I look like a Cleveland woman to you? No offense to any people living in Cleveland, but I'm just saying, like, this could be like how you feel. I don't feel I would fit in, or that's not my ideal location, or that's not the ideal location position. Thank you. But that's sort of the sacrifice. Like this Three of Swords is coming through as like a sacrifice. If you are relocating and also dating, that might take a hit based on where you're going. You might be leaving someone behind that you might be just on the brink of starting something with. Ace of Swords, the beginning of something. But the opportunity comes up. The job is like, we need you to move like by the end of the month. And you just maybe have just started something, like just started to get into like a nice groove with somebody. And you're like, well, shit, I like this person. But at the same time, I got to take care of me because this is my job or this is where I want to live. So that might introduce into your situation a certain emotional strain that wasn't there before. Or when you go to relocate, the romance might not be there. Not with the previous person, just like you might not be finding people on your level. And that might be disappointing. Now, in terms of potential of the job itself, it's a Daughter of Pentacles. It's a Page of Pentacles. You can grow here, or there's if it's not with this specific job or these people, it would like springboard you to something else, but not quickly. So you might go and you might have to work a while before you find your footing. You might have to work for a while before you get the income that you want or get the savings that you want. You might have to work a while before you can take vacation or begin to explore something like that. But is it a sound investment? Feels like it. Again, it feels like it would pay off further down the road than maybe you are wanting it to be. Not going to be instant gratification. Not at all. But you can grow. Like there's something about it would grow over time. You would grow over time. The opportunity or the position itself, like how much money you were to make, the opportunities that could come further down the line, it's there, just not immediately. So it feels good, but not without sacrifice, not without some type of what might feel like a setback or feel like a little bit of a heartbreak in some form or fashion. If not, again, with maybe like a dating scenario, which may or may not be on the table, but even like a heartbreak in terms of like, I'm leaving behind, again, like I'm leaving behind this wonderful vista, these beautiful views, this wonderful, local culture and like nature to go live in, like, no offense, again, Cleveland, really? Again, no shade to Cleveland, but that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like it can feel like a downgrade, even if it leads to more success or opportunity down the road. Okay? Moon Goddess, that is your reading about your future work endeavor and potentiality. Hopefully that helps you. You'll tell me about it later, I'm very sure. Thank you so much for your question. Who is next? Thank you, Becky. Thank you for your feedback there. Becky, if you're still here, you wanted a 2020 info card or whatever energy you have left. Yeah, I'm about to be tapped out. Becky, do you have like you would just want a general overview for the year? Do you have a certain area of your life? You're welcome, Sabrina, no problem. Do you have a certain area of your life that you're looking for a reading in? Work, finance, love, family, personal development, something like that to guide me. Otherwise, I'll just do 2020 period. So let me know what you think. Oh man, I can't wait to. It's been so long, guys. This was a labor of love, my friends. I gotta tell you. All right, so whatever is open for Becky, got you. Any incoming energy, perfect. All right, for Becky, thank you so much for coming, Becky. I think this is the first time I've ever seen you here. Okay, thank you. Sometimes my guides are like, we know that's what it's fine. I love this deck. I forget who gave me this. I think it was a Christmas gift in 2019. But anyway, let's go for it. Becky, let's see some incoming energies for Becky in 2021. What are you asking? 2020 or 2020? What's regarding what? Sissy, please clarify. For Becky, 2021 incoming energies. At this time for Becky, what is incoming for Becky 2021? Good to go. They like that. 2021. Ooh, hello. 9 of Pentacles. Single, mingle, ready to single. They're like single, single, single. I don't know if that means something to you, but they were just like, yes. It was very like, yes, girl. 9 of Pentacles to start. 10 of Cups. And then the 3 of Wands. Okay. Single, but maybe not for very long, since the 10 of Cups is right next to it. Doesn't have to be, though. Becky. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Okay. So it could be like the single thing might literally refer to your dating life, but at the same time, it could be single as in like firm, independent, not really like undisturbed is really what this feels like. Smooth sailing, sort of. Maybe a little flirty. I gotta be honest, the way Blanche is looking on this card, it looks a little flirty. Like it looks a little like, you know, hey, look over here. Hey, look over here. Like, it's me. I'm Becky. Look at me in my cute little yellow dress, you know? And it could lead quickly to something very substantial with someone. If this is your love life, which it feels mostly that, but I think it also filters into other areas. Meaning, if you can do well by yourself romantically, it feels like you'll do well by yourself financially. You'll do well by yourself in just like this self-possessive confidence, like confidence across the board. And that confidence, stability, just that ownership of self permeates out. It's like a signal, like a beacon, like boop, 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 boop. And based on that signal that you're broadcasting, you bring in fortunate relationships, fortunate situations, beneficial connections, romantic or otherwise. 10 of Cups is like, you know, oh, there's the camera. 10 of Cups is like happy families. So even if you're not dating anybody, this would be happiness with your family, whether it's your blood family, family of choice, okay? It's just like what I'm creating for me, other people are gonna, and now they're showing me like following like breadcrumbs, like following a trail like throughout the woods, like what's that, Red Riding Hood or something? It's like, oh my God, this is a wonderful trail I'm picking up. What is this? And it's like calling in people, situations, circumstances that are just going to enhance you and give you more of what you have established for yourself already in the 9 of Pentacles. It's very good. I gotta tell you, this is not going to happen tomorrow. This is like months of development. Weeks. But no, they're like, nope, months of development. This is going to take a minute. Just the art. Just the artwork, because I acknowledged this card fully just a second ago. And look at the binoculars. So it's like you are seeking and people are seeking you. It's like a mutual, it's like really an energy of equality, an energy of same type comes together. So if you have some focus in your life, personal development, 9 of Pentacles, getting shit right in your life, setting up shop in your life. You know, with Pentacles, it could be you want to live alone. Maybe you've never lived alone. Or maybe you've always rented instead of owned a home. And maybe in this year, you're like, I'm going to own a home. boom, own a home. And now you'll come into contact with people who also have those types of goals. I want to get out of debt. Boom. Friend of yours is like, girl, I paid off all my bills. And you're like, yes. It's nice. It's good. It's everybody's doing it the same, with the same intention, the same intensity, the same focus. So you buy the house, your friend pays off her debt. Maybe a new love interest comes into your life that walked away from something that was horrible. They left a loveless marriage, or they were always dating and they never had serious relationships. And you're like, I want serious relationship. I only want to mess around with people that are about some bullshit, that are about some shit, that are about something for real. And then all of a sudden you have someone come in who just, it's like not 360, it's a 180. You're doing 180s. Everybody else is going to do 180s too. So if you never did things on your own, if you never prioritized your money, if you never took care of your body, that's another thing in Pentacles, you will do that. And these people will seek you. These situations will seek you and find you, or you'll find them. That's nice. 10 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. It's not going to happen tomorrow. No. I don't usually tell time in tarot, but I'm feeling like by this time next year, this will be true. So it might be a full 365 before you see this come into fruition. But I think the main goal is this. Do you focus on you? If you hit little snags along the way, don't let that deter you. Don't let that hold you back. If you come into contact with other people, make sure they're the real deal, the real McCoy. So that's the other thing that could be what the 3 of Wands is about. Your fortitude, your ability to detect who's got to be real, who's a snake, who's a son of a bitch, who's a waste of time, what's a waste of time. If it's not people, what's a waste of time? What events, what engagements, what invitations are bullshit. Nah, that's bullshit. That's going to get me off my path. I'm not going to do that. You're wasting my time. You could go away. You're trying to take my money. Get out of my way. Strong discernment with the 3 of Wands. So this is not to say the whole year 2021 is going to be smooth sailing. Absolutely not. But your awareness and your ability to detect and stay conscious and cognizant, it's going up. All right. So Becky, it looks good. It looks good. Whatever way you're hoping, I hope that's the way it happens for you. If it happens in, like, let's say you were hoping for a better job, maybe it doesn't come in the form of a job, but you are able to save more money, something like that. Like, work with the energy. Again, don't allow yourself to be tripped up. I feel that's in there somewhere, but if you're aware, I think you're going to be okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Becky, for your question. Oh my God, guys, where are we at? 3.5 hours. That is a lot. Let me check in with the thing here. Oh, thank you. Okay. I had said 2020. It's a force of habit. I mean, I've done a whole year. We've all done a whole year saying 2020. But thank you, Sissy, for clearing that up. Love it. Snapping. Oh, $3. Thank you so much, Becky. I appreciate that. That is very well. Mwah. Thank you so much. 1 year is nothing in the 5D. Oh, Becky in the 5D. Go ahead, Becky. Perfect. That makes sense. The fact that you even said that made sense of why that felt easy, even though I was like, it's not going to happen tomorrow. But I think, inside, I was just like, but that doesn't matter. The fact that it's coming is the thing. The fact that it's materializing, or that it's percolating right now, that's the progress. I'm glad that you said 5D. I think you understand. I don't even need to explain it. You understand what's going on. Perfect. All right, guys. I've talked forever, and I need to stop doing that. I talk so damn much. Sissy and Amir can tell you. Does Jay ever run out of things to talk about? Very rarely. Anyway. All right, guys. This has been the readings for 2021. If you liked what you saw here, hit the like button for me. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you want to work with me in the future on a private tarot reading, you can look in the description box below. Information for that will be there. I'm about to put up all of the January readings because your girl was punctual and did it before. So everybody's about to get their reading in about, let's say, a half hour after this is over. So make sure you watch those things. Your 2020 playlist for each individual sign will be there. And if you do want to get a reading with me, guys, I will be changing the pricing come March-ish. So if you want to work with me, lock in those prices now, okay? All right, guys. I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for coming back, Amir. Yes, Aries is on deck. Aries will technically go first because, you know, that's where you are. Anyway, guys, everybody have a wonderful year. I'll see you before, you know, this time next year. But I hope your 2021 is amazing. I love you all. Take care. Bye.